And so, question is to the players: what has transpired in the last session? What did y'all do? And I'll fill in the blanks.
Beastie didn't get to go upstairs.
Although Beastie had a very meaningful conversation with a butcher, and we'll see how that goes in the future.
So, last session, we escaped the fearsome seeking slayer after finding a broken gem, some other items, an arrow, something else. Remember, uh, getting back on the way to town, we prank Jessica Valiant he was still alive, and we heard the roar of some horrible monster that is terrifying, but didn't have to fight. Went back to the city, met up with Liliana, got the map, got aprons, and started the infiltration. Once we got in here, we found our way to this part where we're at currently with the plants. Between Beastie and Alec, they had the smooth words to get upstairs, and went up there and were able to pilfer some items and get Lydia to come with us while Beastie was talking to good old Rivnall over there. And that's about where we left off. That's the quick and dirty.
All right.
More details.
No, that's pretty good. Also, to that you need to be this tall to go upstairs. Probably shouldn't tell the druid that who can shapeshift into eventually large things in the future.
That's Arthur talking to her, so don't worry.
Yeah, and that's definitely
Like in-
Heatherly, not Jenny, suggesting they should do the old pretending to be two people under a trench coat trick.
Oh yeah, that's that always works, even in cards.
I love the three gnomes in a trench coat fighter class.
Nice.
There's really heavy vibrations happening to the floor, and I don't know what's going on in the house. I'll be
Where
right
do
back.
you live? Is it a? Well,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Rather than ask my questions, she should probably handle her earthquake.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh no.
Yeah. What would you say you live in earthquake country? And then she describes where she lives as an earthquake occurs in her house. And
This isn't the time for earthquake. Deal with it later.
Questionnaires, yeah. I lived.
The neighbor recently bought the other strip of property that's next to our place, and there's a bulldozer ripping up concrete.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I used to live in earthquake country, so that just happens from time to time.
Yeah, I'm not far from earthquake country, but like that heavy and that it was a solid thump, not like an earthquake.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the shit?
I was thinking somebody hit your house with a car or something.
Nice.
Yeah, it almost felt like that, except it happened like 3 times in a row.
I once felt the vibrations in my feet of my wife falling down in the shower. And I thought,
I'm definitely going to remove this from the recording whenever I'm editing this, by the way.
No, it's not very, it's not risque or anything. It's not like I'm describing what she looked like. But yeah, I rushed over. I mean, it was like a hallway in between. So either I've got very sensitive feet, or the second floor.
She hit hard.
Yeah, so the second she did, she just smacked into the bottom, but she was fine. She's resilient.
That's good.
All right, but you can bet
Sorry, mild panic is over now. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, take your time. I mean, when I felt it in my feet, I leapt out of my chair and ran over because I thought something real bad happened. Okay, so you're free to act as you wish.
We're all just getting back down here and heading into this. Lydia's with us as well.
Mm-hmm.
heading there.
Beastie is going to smile proudly and go, I made a friend.
Oh, that's great, I suppose. Are we ready to get the fuck out of here?
Well, we made a friend too. What is your name? We didn't quite catch it up there. I don't think we were.
Did I say that Lydia came down with you?
Yes.
I think that she said that she would come down with you. I don't know if she said. I don't. I don't think I physically had her come down yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because like she's got a. I think one of the first things is she didn't want to roll out with the crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
And seem unassuming, and then go like clean up an area on the bottom floor. So I don't think she even went into the
Mhm.
even had plans to go into the guarding room. So that we've got a
Gotcha.
miscommunication there.
Cool. I misinterpreted. There's who did you make as a friend, Beastie?
The cook.
Oh. We also met a maid upstairs. She wishes to leave here. I've got a plan to get out, though not sure what state this place will be in afterwards.
He's gonna run away when he's supposed to go get the order of meat for the mansion, and I thought I would introduce him to the dwarves we work for, cause him's a dwarf, and he has a slave mark, but I thought we could just cut it off, and then I'll heal his arm, and it'll be all gone, and no one will know.
Oof.
That might hurt a lot, but if you think it's wise to do so,
That is not the worst
Um,
pain a slave has ever felt, and trust me, he'd rather be rid of it, I think.
as a Templar, would I know anything about slave market in this city? I mean, if someone catch someone with a slave mark, which is not on the place it's supposed to be, would that be bad?
Hope you're not trying to ask the GM.
Yeah, I'm asking the DM.
Can you repeat that? That
I'm sorry.
It'll be bad if you slave if you're.
If a slave is caught outside of the spot he should be,
Well, it's hard to always know where a slave should be. I mean, the big thing about a slave is kind of like they're going to starve without their master, and so they usually come back. It's not a very great relationship, but a lot of slaves in Dark Sun don't really have anything to fall back on. It's not like they can just go find a shelter or something that'll take care of them. And so
Right.
In some cases where very, very rare cases where the slave might have a family that isn't also slaves, they might try to run away there. But I can't think of a lot of good scenarios where a slave is actually part of a family that's not part of slaves or part of slavery. So in general, it's just out of necessity that it's like if they went out to the market to buy something, they're coming back because what are they going to do if they decide they're free there and now.
all right.
It's a really, really ugly kind of reality for them.
Beastie goes, without his mark on his arm, how are they gonna prove that he was the slave?
I do think that's a good point. Just be careful with it, of course. I just think that we should get the further away from this place as fast as we can because I mean we still have a job. We didn't complete it, so let's get it done. First
So-
of all, then we can worry about someone else. I suppose. I'm not quite sure.
So, I saw someone that I know here. He owes me a favor from the market, and he's one of the Red Talons. So I can go talk to him, and he can make a distraction for us. In the meantime, Alec, and I'm going to hand you the lockbox. pull it out of my bag.
Oh shit.
Here's this. I might be. You all might need to go ahead without my associate will. Hopefully, if I can convince him, make a distraction for you all to be able to go down into the cellar. Feel free to.
DM, can I make an insight check to see if he's like really looking for an associate or something?
An insight check to know if he is leaning on an associate. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
I could give you an insight check for how confident he seems, if he seems like he might be lying or nervous or something like that, but not for like detailed information.
Okay. I will do an insight check for that.
And then if you feel like, so here's the thing, Ostos, if you feel like if you're lying, then you can roll a deception. If you're not, go ahead and roll a deception anyways, because that keeps meta from being discovered. And then you can just tell me what you think, because between players, unless it's a distinct lie, you can just kind of tell me what he thinks he ought to get out of you from an insight check, unless it's a blatant lie. Does that make sense?
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, do you need to like hear about numbers from me?
I don't.
Because I see you have individually rolled to me.
Yes.
So here, I'll go into secret chat with you real quick, Ostos.
Okay, easier this way.
That was quick.
Can I switch spots with you, Lexi? Lexi? Nadia?
Steve.
Nadia? Lexi?
Do what?
Oh, I was I was asking you a question.
What was you asking?
Oh,
So,
never mind.
So, Alstos definitely isn't looking you in the eyes at all right now, Alec, and his hands might be shaking a little bit. I'll catch up with all of you afterwards. Hey, Beastie,
Yeah?
I'm going to pull out the hourglass and hand it to Beastie. Our friend is that we made upstairs is she should be down here somewhere on the first floor. So if you all could bring her with you, I don't know how long I might be occupied for. If you made friends with your cook, then you might want to bring him too. If we get out of here, chances are that this place won't be too kind to anybody that's left.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is that while I go find my associate and have him distract those out in the yard a bit, you all could open up this window, point to the window behind me, whistle for the bird sound to get Leliana to do that distraction, she said. Between my associate and that, hopefully we can move from the window downstairs without a problem.
Wait. Go out the window? And go where?
So when we were looking at the map before, the place that goes down underground or like in the basement where the earth is kind of like right out the window in the courtyard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Astos, as you're discussing this, you hear some footsteps from the stairway, and then a creaking of a door, and then it's shutting.
Ooh. Okay. Can I get an idea of where the door was shutting from?
Nearby.
Probably like this door over here.
You'd wager.
Oof. Okay, that changes my plan. Hmm. Okay.
Is the window like covered, or can we see into the courtyard from the window behind Astos?
If it's not covered, then others can see you within.
Oh,
Um,
that's right.
if it so it's sort of like you're in control of how covered it is because you're all kind of
Yeah.
conspiring in this room. So maybe you pretend like you're messing with the plants, and then you kind of cover.
Mm-hmm. Probably
Maybe
close the curtain,
or maybe you keep the curtains open and you're pretending to mess with the plants while you're talking. Just tell me what you guys are doing, so that I can kind of get a gauge of how to answer your own question.
right. I mean, so because I realized we didn't do it beforehand, but I'm assuming that when we came in, we would have pretended to go around the plants and probably close the curtain type windows. I mean, at least that's what I would have done. But now
Yeah.
I realize
Yeah.
we never did it in character, so.
Well, that's fine because I didn't quite loudly proclaim that you can see outside and people can see you until now. So we can, it's like a general behavior that your character would have done.
Yeah.
I'm okay with doing that in retrospectively. So the curtains are closed for now. Of course, you can peek through them and that kind of thing, which I think is what you were alluding to. So go ahead and do what you want.
Sure. I'm gonna ask Astos if he can. Um, I'll turn to Astos and say, are we also waiting for that maid? Are we bringing her and the chef together through the
Probably
hatch?
somewhere down here, but that would be
Oh,
preferable.
he can't leave until he goes to go get the meat order.
Beastie, if we get found out, then I don't think that things might go well for him for the evening, and he might not be able to leave. I don't know. It's hard to say. If something like the Urdu were to get away, then they might just not let him leave at all.
Oh,
It might be better for them both to come with us now.
we have to tell him then.
Yeah, we still need to find the maid as well, but okay. Whenever you do go down there, try to be as quick as possible. I'll try to follow behind and latch the cellar door on the way back down.
Okay.
Wait till I'm gonna go out and see if I can find those two real quick and get going. So keep an eye out for perhaps one of the guards to leave out in the courtyard.
Right.
Do you want one of us to come with us? Come with you?
No, I'll be fine. My associate is he's not a big fan of strangers.
You mean Dre's? Because I was the one that suggested it.
I think she.
And that was in character, by the way. So.
No, he's just an ass.
Uh-huh. That's okay. I'm just gonna have Jenny
Jenny.
lean against the wall.
Jenny will remember that.
Jenny,
Mhm.
do you think you can? I think right now it's a good time to do the emergency call to Laliana. Do you remember that sound? The whistle?
Sure, because I was the one who thought of it.
Noise. Good luck. No,
Um,
I would go like, so if we can do it right now, I think it's the best time so we can have a distraction for the guards. So I look back at the hostels and just like, okay, so you don't don't do anything stupid. I know you're smart, so use that brain of yours, all right?
Give me a moment to get the other two, if I can find them, and I'll be back. And DM, I have a question about inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
If I see the roll, can I re-roll it, or is it like I have to declare it before I roll?
I don't dole out inspiration all the time, so it's fine that it's quite powerful, and it can be a reroll.
Okay.
Um,
Excellent.
so I don't have any issues with that.
Okay. Opening up and looking out here, I see anyone new.
No one knew.
Okay. So heading over to Griffnell. I think I know his name, but sort of walking over to him.
He kind of nervously looks over to you and then keeps working.
I'm gonna kind of close to him and say, "Change of plan. You'll be leaving right about now. Go into the room with a plan. They'll help you. This is going to be quick. We don't have much." Good.
He starts looking really nervous, and he goes, I'm not supposed to go in there. What? I don't understand."
This might be your only chance. Just trust in me and trust in Beastie.
And give me a persuasion, because
Pretty vague.
yeah. It's not bad. He says, "How long will I stay in there?"
Maybe at most 5 minutes. Beyond that, that'll be enough. And then we'll be moving.
And I'm sorry, but where will we be moving?
We'll be leaving out of here. The others could give you more information when we get to it. Have you seen... catch her name, but the half-elven maid, she was upstairs. Said she would come down.
Aye, Lydia. She went through that door, and he points here.
Okay. No. Thanks. She'll be coming with you too. Is there anyone else here?
He says you can go through you can go into the storeroom. Don't go further. There's a guard out there.
Okay. Is there any other slaves here?
One in the courtyard. His name is Vignal.
Vingnal? Okay.
A man from Tyr. He's old. I don't know if he'll be able to keep up with any pace that you set.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you. And go to the storeroom. Kind of open up the door a bit.
Okay. And what you see is basically a whole lot of like stored perishable foods. In this particular area, there's a few cooking utensils, but nothing that screams high quality here. Although certainly the food is stealable.
Travel light for now. But
Sure.
assuming that she's not in here.
Yeah, which kind of begs the question: is she beyond the door? If Groovenall is correct, then she's beyond the door, but that also means that she's with the guard, just for the moment, at least.
Okay. I'll kind of wait behind the barrels a bit, out of sight immediately. But I know the others are gonna at least waiting for the other two to show up. So wait a minute.
Okay. A minute passes by. It's a kind of agonizing minute for those of you who are not Astos, but then I guess it's also an agonizing minute for him too.
Yeah.
And after a couple of these agonizing minutes, she steps through the door and kind of closes it quickly behind her as she notices it's you. And she goes, "What's next?"
Go with Griffin into room with the plant. The rest are there. I'm going to make a
Alright.
distraction, and you should be able to get out with them.
She nods and says, "I hope you know what you're doing."
It'll be fine.
She goes through the door and pops in and almost startled sees the lot of you again and looks at the curtains and breathes a bit of a sigh and kind of reflexively just starts tidying up here, but is kind of anxious to see what y'all have to say.
Hello.
Don't worry.
Beastie's gonna look at her and go, "Where's Griv?
Where's what?
Oh. Griv.
Good, good.
Oh, she goes, cooking, I'm sure. But soon he's going to, in Grivnal, if Ostos, you're kind of joining him, he goes by and he's like, you can see he's just sweating from moving from here to this door. And
Well-
he kind of looks over at the staircase.
Well, as I hear him starting to move, I'm actually going to disguise self myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to look like this guy right here that escorted us in before.
Okay. Hey, here's your token.
Okay.
Let me get it.
That's awesome.
Layer. Ostos. Save. There we go. You should be able to manipulate him.
So I'll be this way.
And he looks over. He looks over and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm
I
looking."
just there's point in that room. Get in there.
He rushes in there.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll start heading.
Hold on.
over
I guess I
this way.
should roll him an investigation, but it's not going to be like.
I mean, it's. I don't think it's reflexive unless they take a moment to look at it.
Oh,
They
that's
use an
true,
action
right.
to
They
inspect.
to discern that you're disguised. It can use its action to inspect it. Yeah. So yeah, he simply just rushes in.
Also,
That's for more discerning targets.
while that was happening, I was basically explaining to the chef like the whole plan, basically.
Okay. The maid, you mean? Because the chef
maid.
just- yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So explains how we are going to call a friend with a whistle, then sneak into Erlu Pen, and then follow a hatch to outside the walls. Okay. And she's just like nodding along. You can tell, and now he's moved into Grivnal. You can tell they're just, there's a sort of like metaphorical lion in the room with them. They look terrified in general.
As he was heading out, did he grab that knife that was there?
Y'all instructed him, right? So if you did, I think he was instructed to take the knife when he went out for the.
Beastie had hinted to him that he should take the knife when he leaves, because why not?
Yeah.
If he didn't, because this was a change of plans, and he's probably like, "What the fuck's going on?" I'd snag it because I'd be right behind him.
Okay, you snag it because I think it's actually pretty understandable that even if a DM forgets, then a terrified slave is going to forget too.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was like, I know I'm right there, anyways. And I was
Yeah.
passing, so,
Especially
okay.
since the plan
Altered.
shifted a bit. So you've got it in your inventory. It is a obsidian cleaver, and it is. Let me check here. it is worth 5 times as much as a typical dagger.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
And actually, it operates like an obsidian dagger as well. It's just a little more Gucci looking, you know.
okay. So, my illusion itself, I'm gonna have like kind of my dagger on like my belt, my bone dagger, because I have bone daggers,
Mhm.
and I'm going to have the illusion cast over that of being like the blades that these guys use. So I
Okay.
could like press my hand on it.
Cool. Yeah, you can press your hand on like the hilt, and the fake sword will even kind of wobble a bit when you do that. But if they were to actually try to grab the scabbard or um, blade of the thing, it would just their hand would just go right through.
Yep.
All right.
And
Cool.
I'm heading out this door.
Okay. I will give you a view of what is through that door.
Mhm.
So,
And I'm right here. I'm assuming not that guy, but I'm like heading
well,
out.
let me do some revealing here because you're now properly outside. Um, get all this shit. Okay. So what you see, yeah, let me copy character that we had for you over. All right, here's your dude.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a sort of old shirtless man that is what looks like he's caretaking for all the brush outside, and it's pretty impressive. These kind of grand green bushes, um, a sight you haven't seen in areas that aren't noble.
Yeah. That's,
To afford this much water for plants that don't do anything but look nice is extremely excessive.
yeah. I was if I can take that in for a moment and look towards the two guards right next to him.
Yeah, and so they kind of take a quick look at you and go, "Ah, is this shift over?" Or
Look
I
at
should
him.
probably say that. Is my shift over?
Look at him. No, your shift isn't over. Captain's in a right fall mood right now. Shanu just got done talking to him, ripping into his ass. Some of the bosses, Grigori's goods went up missing. Shanu pointed the finger at you. So, you
Are you
go
fucking
upstairs.
kidding me?
I
She knew that fucking
shit,
cunt.
shit you not. Go upstairs, talk to the captain. I'm gonna point the guy next to him.
Wait,
You.
no, you just missed him. He went downstairs.
No, the captain?
Yeah. Yeah, just a few minutes ago.
Shit, I was hoping to get this sorted out before he got into a worse mood.
Yeah, well, you got to go find him in the stables then. And he points over behind you. Says, "Mind the hatch. It tends to lock itself."
Oh boy.
And then this guy starts talking. So, this Shinu guy, right? Pretty new. He goes, "Yeah, and he thinks he fucking owns the guard." And they should just start talking to each other about how Shinu is a son of a bitch.
I'm gonna head down. I'm
Okay.
gonna head down to the hatch.
I was peeking out of the window within the curtains. Do I see this happening? Because it's really close to us.
Yeah. Give me like a advantaged stealth because you are opening that window up. And look, it'd be hard for somebody to see you. So somebody would likely have a disadvantaged perception to see you. But if you're peeking through that window, there's a potential danger there. So give me that roll.
So I do naturally have disadvantage on stealth check, so that's a
Well,
normal roll.
not for pulling a curtain open. That's
Oh,
more sound based and dexterity based. This is more of like a, we could even say something like sleight of hand, but I'll allow a stealth or a sleight of hand for advantaged for you to roll and perceptions to see you to be disadvantaged.
Okay, thank you very much. That helped me a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if you're clanking around, that's one thing. But
Okay.
oh well, you're in luck.
Oh Jesus.
All right. So yeah, you peek through and you kind of pull a little bit more of the curtain than is wise. But fortunately, nobody's looking this way, and you see a guard walking into the stables because that is what Ostos looks like. I will allow you. I will allow you a disadvantaged investigation because you don't necessarily actually suspect anyone offhand. But if you're just really perceptive with your investigation, I'll let you know there's something up with him. Go ahead and
No,
roll.
I'll just do something, but I don't know what. So yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a disadvantaged
Sorry. Oh, okay. Go for the
2.
gray number.
Yeah. So yeah, it just looks like a guard that's switching positions, going into the stables, and he's so close to the window that it's kind of freaking you out.
Okay, so seeing that, I was about to signal Jenny to do the whistle thing. I'll just look at her and say, "Hold."
Just for fun,
Without
Ostos,
saying-
give me a give me like a perception to see if you can see Alec peering through.
Just imagining Jenny and she's standing there and her lips are like perfectly shaped for the whistle. She's like so ready to do this.
So Alec, I'm sorry, Ostos, you can actually see Alec peeking through the window.
Oh God, Jesus!
And then out of the corner of your eye. So I guess that's the one exception. But it's up to you how you react to that. This is hilarious.
I was gonna look at the window and give like a nodding no.
So
Nothing,
very
no. I'll just cover the window as fast as I can. And just nope, nothing to see.
You mean like a head shaking no?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So he just shakes his head at you, and for whatever reason, this guard doesn't seem to be having issues with you, Alec. Maybe he's just it's late in his shift and he's tired of his shit.
Did say I had an associate.
That's true.
I will go down.
It's up to you how you interpret that, Alec.
I will hold that information that I know about that. So I'll just like, okay, let's hold on for a bit. Hold on, Jenny. And I'm just waiting for a good situation.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Ostos, you're going into the stables room, right?
Yes.
All right. God, this is great.
This is not great. What are you talking about?
On the right side. Oh wait, hold on. Is it shift click or is it control click? Hold on, wait, I don't have the right thing. Shift click. Yes. Everybody get that? Everybody
Yes.
get
Yep.
Ostos, that's where you pull your character in. I'll just do it for you real quick.
Okay.
There you are. So after there's like some initial travel down the stairs that takes a few seconds, and then you get to the bottom, and you see 2 guards at a table. You see one that seems to be a little bit more decorated than the others. You see one that's blocking looks like some kind of a hallway. It smells a whole lot like wild animals, which is to say usually not wild animals, but domesticated animals, which is to say you smell a lot of hay and a lot of shit down here.
Okay.
It's kind of musty and I don't know if I want to say humid because that requires water, right? Water to be in the air, and that's too precious. This is more like Arizona heat, so it's just hot. But it's actually a little it's a little stale down here. I would say it probably is actually a little cooler down here than the outside, given the lack of humidity. And you can see one guy kind of rummaging in like these bags, and he goes, "Can you believe this shit?" And one of the guards goes, "This again?" And you hear him go, "Seriously, This stuff looks better than what we ate at the Hungry Giant last night. And the guy replies, fucking eat it. Hey, go sleep in the stables while you're at it. What are you doing?
Okay. So I'm going to head over to the table.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, as I'm heading over there, I'm gonna look a little irritated, and this looks like this guy is more decorated.
Yeah. And he. Here, I have to give you a name now.
Sorry, I'm just gonna approach and be like, Captain.
Says, what are you doing here, Jacob? It's not your shift yet. I'm sorry, different voice. What are you doing here, Jacob? It's not your shift yet.
Nope, we caught that maid trying to head out the door with one of the baubles, Grigory's. Stopped her, smacked her up good, and we got that. Anything you want to do to make an example of her?
Says, for all's sake. Well, it's not a fucking maid, is it? So we can't kill her. Just throw her in the stables. There's a free room in the right.
Will do, Captain. And I'll turn around and head back up. And once I get out of view of them, but before I open the cellar, I'm going to use my last spell slot to disguise myself as the captain.
Oh man! All right, you're playing it. You're playing it fast and loose here. Oops, that's the wrong place. It's still in the same map. You can just leave that icon there. I'm just going to pull it into the darkness to use later, but we're going to move you into the courtyard. This is a lot of shit you're doing here.
Sorry.
No, it's fantastic. I'm loving it, just like McDonald's. All right. Actually, fuck, I hate McDonald's. All right.
Me too.
There you are, the captain. With all your glorious hefty stature, and you basically like grew a foot taller, got a little bulkier, have this what is it? Oh, you just have a standard spear.
I'll hit, like on my back, so it can just stay there.
Yeah, and the other guards kind of stop talking, and this guy immediately kind of starts wandering off.
I'm gonna point at him as he starts wandering off. You.
Yes, sir.
Upstairs now, and I'll point towards the other guy. You.
We kind of look at each other.
I'm gonna point at the other guy. You. Grab the guard on shift up Grigory's room. Bring him down here. We're gonna have a little talk.
The guard on shift in Grigory's room. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now I feel like this is probably the best time to roll an inspection, because we're making some meaty demands here. But I'm gonna make them disadvantaged because they have a reason to quickly respond. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's the first disadvantage roll. Ooh. All right,
No.
disadvantage roll. So this one goes, yes, sir, and goes in. And what was the demand of the other one?
This guy to go get the guard that's on shift for Grigory, and this one to go up in the room upstairs. Kind of like go into my room. We got to talk.
Okay. And so they both are going to go in. They've failed both rolls.
Okay.
And we're going to switch back into the estate. And when you say your room, well, you'll see how he interprets that. So they both start going upstairs.
Mhm.
And are you just following them up?
When they do that, I'm gonna knock on the window. From
Okay.
the outside.
Yeah, you pass.
Oh, shit.
You have to kind of move over a bit and
Yeah.
pass over. But a lot of you hear the door open and then some footsteps. And then you hear a knock on the window nearby.
I duck. And like hide.
I want to peek out the window.
Yeah, I will pick out on the other side of
I'll move
the
backwards.
curtain.
You peek out, and it is a well decorated, well, not well decorated, but a better decorated guardsman, hefty in appearance, sort of, a little intimidating looking.
When they peek out, I'm gonna gesture. Come on.
I'll look at Jenny, just nod, and I'll start opening the window. That's the time.
So you're just
Okay.
you're just opening the window.
I'm gently opening the window and nodding at Jenny just to start the whistle, like saying that to her is now is the time to do the.
Okay.
Sure.
And let's get like y'all are gonna go through the window, right?
Well, I'm gonna stand up and see the guardsman and be like, "Oh, it's Astos's probably friend or whatever," and then I'm gonna whistle to signal Lydia, or not Lydia,
Laliana.
Laliana. Sorry.
You whistle through the window.
Yeah, and I'm trying
And-
to. I hope this is the right one because I think I randomly picked Old MacDonald.
Yeah. Why that you think that's Old MacDonald? By the way, that's well, it doesn't matter. Anyways,
That's not. That's
no,
Old
no.
MacDonald had a farm. Da, 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 da. No,
riding on a pony.
Oh,
Whatever.
Yankee Doodle.
That's Yankee Doodle. Sorry, I picked
Yeah,
Yankee
that's
Doodle,
why, that's why I
not
said
Old
riding on a
MacDonald.
pony. Yeah, wrong one.
Sorry.
That's okay. So here's Ostos. You can not pull around the Ostos one until you've shifted again.
Yep.
And for the others, you can put yourself kind of right behind this window.
Sure.
And the whistle and Ostos's movement, can be seen by or can be heard and seen by other guards. This, so I mean, there's guards right here,
Right.
and
I'm
there's
gonna.
just sort of
So-
the car over here.
So can I? So while I'm whistling, can I like deceptively just pretend I'm like cleaning the window with my apron or something? I can roll for that. I hope.
Yeah, well, your presence is known. It's more
Mm-hmm.
like if you're climbing out the window, that's when things get suspicious.
Yeah. At the moment,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
whistling, pretending I'm cleaning the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking over here a bit and just kind of slowly walking, like I'm inspecting them doing their jobs.
Okay. You see the guards often keep their eyes on you, maybe more out of self-preservation
Mm-hmm.
or whatnot. You see that often chatter that they have kind of dies down when you're around. And if you could stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one sec. There's yeah, here we
After Jenny would like give the whisper out, I was just like, let's hold on for a minute just to see if the guards will move or get out of the way so we can have an actual free time to move.
you're lucky, motherfucker.
I was gonna say.
Jakar
Never mind.
just continually lays the Jakar laying down, kind of sniffs the air for a moment
I was worried about
as
that.
you're walking by, but it kind of lowers its head again. Sorry, you were gonna say something, Hadley?
Oh, I was gonna turn to Alec and say, why don't you climb out first, and then that way, if the guard needs backup, you can go help him out.
The guards are still looking in the outlook. Let's see if they do a movement beforehand. During the distraction would be a good time to move, not in the middle of the distraction.
Oh,
Um,
sorry, my bad. Out of character, I assumed that
I mean-
the window was blocked by the building or something. By
I mean,
this.
I also said
Well,
it gives me
you
guards
whistled
lead.
you whistled out the window, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And just at this time, you see a guard popping out. Hold on one second. I'm having to do a lot of
Yeah.
shit here. The guard pops out. Oh, all right, with the maid, as he was instructed.
Wait, no, he wouldn't
and
be able to find the maid, would he?
oh, you're right. Yeah, he wouldn't. Be
I
able to-
didn't ask for the maid. I said that we already.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about your own instructions, but they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to find her yet. So it's more like they're searching for her. I'll just put the background.
Yeah, what I said was, oh well, I see what they would be going from there, so they would be looking at her. That was like the unspoken part of it. Okay, yeah.
No, I think I'm confused because
So as I said,
because
one to wait in my office.
well, I already know why I'm confused. Yeah, so it's all good. The reason why I was confused earlier is because you took on the role of the guy, but the guy told you to go fetch her, but you're not one of the guards, and so it got a little jumbled there because he instructed you to go get her, which you're not currently doing, nor do you plan to. But okay, we can just carry on. But at around this time, you see one of the guards kind of looking over there, going like, "Hey, you smell that?" He goes, "What?" And one of the men above on the wall says, "There's a fire! Fire to the north!" And a lot of them start pulling over and pulling over to the walls to see what's going on. He goes, "Well, you think that's do you think that's the estate down the road?" I don't know. What are y'all doing?
I'm stealthily opening the window and trying to move out.
Yeah.
Move out to the car.
Same.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Everybody who wants to be outside the window, just place yourselves one step out of the window.
I'm gonna head over to this guy.
Okay.
Okay. And like, whenever you walk towards him, he slightly tries to move away. Like he thinks maybe he's in your way and he's trying to get the fuck out of it.
Oops.
But he's pretty slow, so you can catch up to him. And
Yep.
what are you doing in this brief moment?
Me? I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, stop.
And he stops. He drops his rake and looks at you with his head down.
How old does he look? And what race?
He is human. He looks like he's in his mid-70s. Like he's fairly old. He's got an all right physique, like for a 70-year-old man, and that's probably because of all the yard work he does. But he's still a little wobbly and a little, I would say, underfed by the way his body looks.
Can you cook?
He says, "I can make new eggs."
I can't think of anything that I could possibly find for him on the outside world to do off the top of my head. Okay.
His knees are shaking a little bit. Oh, would you like some new eggs, sir?
Get back to raking.
Yes, sir. And he picks his rake up and starts raking.
Okay. Yeah, feel bad leaving him, but don't have anything to do on the side. But
Right.
Ronald.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's, when you make a plan for them, their life is in your hands, so it's not something to take lightly. All right, so a lot of you, give me a stealth check.
Alright.
Do I have advantage for this?
No, you have disadvantage for this.
Holy
Wait,
shit!
no, you don't have disadvantage. You're not wearing your armor currently, are you?
Oh, nice! I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So not disadvantage, just regular roll.
after we enter the room with the green things, with the gardening, last session we talked about like getting the gear ready. So I think I should be wearing my shit.
Okay. Is that a true statement? People would have been able to do that in that room, if you just waited like let's say 15 minutes.
Oh
Um,
yeah, where I'm wearing my
so
armor too.
okay,
We
then
have gear.
let's get some disadvantage
Yay for me.
Oh no.
from Alec.
Should be fine. We're fine. We're not fine. We're fucked.
Okay.
This is totally a joke, but is there any way I can help Alec by like slowly like helping him through the window? No. I don't know if that's a thing actually. Can you help
Nah,
on stealth
failure.
checks?
Maybe, but you have to declare it beforehand.
Okay,
So
never
we're-
mind.
and generally you probably, and like I don't know exactly how one would do it, but
I'm just gonna push him. No.
yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the what we all expect is gonna happen. All right.
I wonder how bad it is.
I'm gonna gesture for the cook and the maid to come out the window with us.
Okay, they're out too. I'm just gonna have the maid represent the two of them because I'm trying to get something going here.
Yep.
Because things are gonna move very rapidly from here on out.
I see.
Okay. You may have to turn the music up a bit because this one acts a little quieter. All right. For a few moments, you can move. So I'm going to allow a single unit of movement while you're heard by people. So what's your single unit of movement, everyone?
I will move towards the stairs to get inside the tables.
And Ostos, you heard them from over there. So you know this is not a good situation you're in.
Let's see.
I'll also be doing what Alec's doing.
Could while they're getting a single unit, could I also use a spell?
No,
Okay.
just the movement.
I'm also gonna be following them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're basically pulling open the hatch, and one person can pull up the hatch, the other people can move through it.
I'll
I
hold the
will-
hatch.
You can't
No,
pull the
I'll pull-
hatch open and move through it at the same time.
I mean, I was the first to do so. I will move the hatch.
Okay, so
Oh, God.
Alec
Okay.
pulls the hatch open and allows a lot of you to go down into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then Alec has to basically pulling open the hatch is a process that's a little bit more than the effect of opening a door, and so that's his movement.
You go first, Alec. I'll wait for Astos.
Ostos, what is your movement?
One closer.
Okay. I think with your movement, you should be able to move a little bit more than that.
Oh.
It's the
Oh, my
full-
entire movement?
Yeah, your full
Oh, okay.
full movement. It's just that Alex is spent on the pulling open the hatch.
Let's do, or I can move about here, and everyone else is in there but Alec?
Yes,
Okay.
I assume. Well, I know Jenny has said that she would wait for Alec to go through first.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Alec says that, if Alec agrees.
I mean, I'm holding the door. It just needs my action, so
Yeah, if
It's up to
I'm
you.
over here and I see them both there, I'm, which Jenny doesn't know that this is me, so she's probably freaking
Yeah,
out
y'all
right
just
now.
see the fucking. Well, you saw him during the glass tapping, so
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm just
probably
gonna-
fine.
So it's like behind this hedge and everything, I'm just gonna point to get down there, down that cellar.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go ahead before Alec, I guess. If he's holding open the hatch.
Got it. So y'all are in through. Ostos is a bit outside as the guard. Captain, and Ostos or Alec, you're um, at the top with the trapdoor open. And at this point, as you're opening it and making noise, the others turn that are nearby. The dog wakes up. Well, I won't move him yet. And this one here goes, "Oi, what's a lot of you doing?" Yells out, and that's when a lot of them start turning. You can say something immediately, Alec. He looks like he's yelling at you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just look at them like wide face and just gonna say, I'm sorry, Captain's orders. We're just here on Captain's orders. And I point to Hostel.
Oh no.
Give me a give me a deception with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go.
Can I say anything too after this?
You could try, yeah.
Okay.
But a row of gardeners
Good.
and slaves all going into the thing.
Oh no! I'm going to
Yeah.
say something that would make sense in the language.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, we'll wait for him to say whatever he has to say first.
Well, that was what he said. I'll
Okay.
let you know in the next round how they take it.
I'm going to shout out to them as the guard captain. The rest of you keep watch here. I'm going to take care of this mess with those downstairs. There might be a distraction with the fire, and so I'm going to start. And I'm not going to move. I'm going to like start moving in this direction, as if I'm going to, handle Alec. But I'm
Okay.
trying to relay like, hey, stay up here just in case this is a distraction ultimately.
Okay. Give me a deception. Just give me a straight deception.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Oh.
They kind of look on. They're staring, but they look between you. The dog, however, its muzzle pulling back and baring teeth at Alec, bolts over to him
Oh no.
because it does not know common.
Hey,
I was gonna
Wow.
say the dog's just really insightful.
And yeah, it doesn't know the language, and so it's going
do-
to.
Can I get a action here, or was mine
You're
going down the hole?
downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like all the movement that's happening, but it's not going to make the attack to bite yet. We're now going to hit initiative. Let's well, hold on before we roll initiative. Let me make sure it's yeah, it's clean. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Select your tokens.
Yes.
I'm rolling really well.
Oh, nice. Nice
Me
initiative,
too.
guys.
Oops, I just rolled for Beastie on accident. It looks like it didn't override, so I'll just re-click that.
I think I may have rolled after you did, because it
Perfect.
took me a beat to actually roll.
And I'm gonna roll initiative for some of these guards. Okay. Did we get everyone?
I believe so.
Let's see. Nadia, Beastie, Jenny, Alec, Ostos. Yes, we did. All right. We're now going to sort of pull things into this room. It's going to get a little messy because we're in between maps here. But you will be here. Go ahead and place your characters there, or I'll just wallop you all in there.
Everyone but me, right? Me and not.
Our turn
Yeah,
order
yeah.
didn't come back.
I see it, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Okay.
You can just drag us over from the room.
All right. Now put yourselves basically at the base of the steps.
I would be there
At
as
least,
well.
at least
or-
enough. We have not hit that movement yet. You're still outside.
I realized I was last, so I would actually be kind of where Astos is, but I'm just gonna put my. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just put myself there so I could see.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Else.
Here, I'll pull you back in, but you're not actually there yet.
Yep.
Okay. Nadia, you see a number of guards along with
Cool.
it looks like the captain that was outside. He's now inside.
Oh, God.
And he just looks over and says, "Size them!" And that seems well enough for you that you're in trouble. Nadia, what do you think?
The turnover didn't come over for me.
He can see it.
I can see it, so I don't.
Oh,
I
you
don't-
can see it.
I
Okay,
don't-
great.
Yeah, I don't mind if anybody
Okay.
else doesn't see it, but I see it, so that's fine.
Okay, that.
Would I have my weapons on me?
I
You
know.
all said that you put your armor and stuff on, so
Mhm.
I assume you do.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to ready in action. If one of them comes near me, I'm going to shoot my short bow.
Okay, you'll shoot the first person that comes at you with your short bow. Beastie.
I am going to turn into a. Hold on. I can never remember which one has the. I'm gonna turn into a clawfoot.
Okay.
I'm gonna transform.
Clawfoot
So.
Transformers. Here you are.
Yeah.
Just gonna pull you aside.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna turn into a clawfoot and squawk at them while moving forward aggressively to about here.
Okay. You got 10 HP in this form. Let me just type that in for you here. I'm not sure why that
Yeah.
didn't carry, but there you go. All right. So you turn into the form and squawk at him, and
Yep.
you see one of the man's jaws drop as he witnesses that.
I
But
assume it's more of like a horrific screech, like a.
yeah, it's,
kind of
it's
noise.
sort of a high pitch, like, yeah, a screech is probably just the best way to say it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just get into a new kind of music here. That was my get the fuck out music, and now this is my genuine combat music. And this one's probably loud. No, it's not loud. All right. This man's going to start by rushing over, and that's when we get the readied action from
Yep.
Nadia. So go ahead and roll that attack. And that does not hit. It bounces off of his thick... or actually, he's got a shield, so it bounces off of his shield
Mm-hmm.
as he rushes over. Let's ruler this out. Yeah, he can get there. So he's going to rush over to the little birdie and take a spear swing and hit an 11. I assume that does not hit.
Corona.
Can I get a
No.
confirmation from Corona? There we go.
No.
Corona, sorry.
Sorry,
That's
I thought
terrible.
you were talking to me for a second. Spaced out.
The next one is going to just rush over, and he's going to throw a spear and then pull a backup one out, and the other one's going to do the same. There's going to be one for the little chicken in front and one for Nadia.
Mm-hmm.
Did she get her shot off as they came forward?
Yeah, it bounced off his shield.
Yep.
Oh, that's a shame.
The throw at the chicken hits a 10. I believe that does not hit.
It does not.
And the throw at Nadia is a critical failure. And so he throws it, and it goes wide to the right and shatters on the wall. And he goes, shit.
That's a shame.
And this one is going to, can't reach either, so he's going to do the same thing. He's going to crowd around and throw one at, here, I'll just roll a d4 to mix it up a little bit. Who's the target? It's going to be, oh, but Ostos, you're not down there yet, are you?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Okay, so it's going to be between, it's a d2. One is the chicken. All right, Nadia again.
Uh-huh.
He's going to throw. God, y'all are...
Wouldn't it be a
They
D3
have-
because I'm there too?
Well, you're in the back, so
Okay, fine. That's fine.
they're going for the easy front targets.
Mm.
Although they can't seem to roll higher than a 5, so he misses too. And then the captain is going to come up and he's going to give one throw.
Uh-huh.
And maybe he'll do better, but who's the target? Man, okay. Nadia again. Boy, they're trying. He gets 21. And does minimum 4 damage, Nadia.
Alright.
Okay, Alec.
Okay, so I'm back up there, and
Yep.
I'm waiting for Arstus to get in the. Everyone's inside, but me and Arstus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so holding the hatch, I would just look at the dog, look at Arstus, just nod furiously, and cast on myself Shield of Faith,
Okay.
and bring up my AC to 21, and I'll hold my action to close the hatch. Afterwards, Arstus is inside with me, and I'll just like jump down, closing the hatch behind.
Okay. So here's what's a little tricky. If you hold an action, you're essentially using your reaction to do one single thing.
Okay, that's
using
that's
your
fine.
action, and what I mean by that is there's something called a movement, which is essentially what your thing would be, and there's also an interaction, and those are actually two separate things. And the interaction would be to close the thing behind you. So you have to choose: is it that you close something, or that you go through?
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to like move closing the hatch as a hold.
Not on a reaction, no.
So
If it was just your turn and you did it, then yes. But on a reaction, no.
would like put my then what I would do is just cast as a bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself. I would start drawing my sword and hold my just waiting for Asus to get in the hatch with me. Just that.
Okay, so what's your held action precisely?
I'm not holding any action. Like okay, I'll hold my action if the Drakkar attack me. I will attack back. But
Okay, so
I'm
if
just
the
not
Drakkar
using
hits
my.
You will hit back. That's the ready action. Got it.
And all right, I'm just waiting for Asus to get in the hatch before me. So yeah, that's
Okay. Well, you'll have to wait until your next turn to move it
Yep.
all.
Yep.
Okay. So it's the dog's turn, and you guessed it. It's going to bite you.
Okay.
So let me pull the car's attack. So it tries to bite at you, but it doesn't get through your armor. Now you can go ahead and reply with your own attack. Ooh, that's gonna hit. Boy, does it hit! And you sort of brutalize this Jakar. It does not die. It does not die, but it is bleeding profusely, and it starts whimpering.
just
and-
whisper back to it and just say, sit.
Yeah. That'll be your turn and its turn. Ostos, you are above. What are you doing out here?
It's heading down.
As Alec is beating back this creature. This one goes, "Hey, that's my dog!" And well, it's not his turn yet, but he looks like he's might break ranks to save his puppy.
He's got that. He's got the door. I'm going to. Yeah, I really don't have too much. I'm going to. Can I Toll the Dead as I'm like walking here? And I have this edge kind of covering the distance. I want to Toll the Dead, the Jakar.
Yeah, you can attack and move in any order. So basically, as you're running, you're tolling the dead on the poor creature.
Yep.
And let me roll its wisdom saving throw, and it is a 6. So as Alec, basically buries his sword into it, rips it out, and the creature's barely alive, and then you, Alec, you see this sort of ethereal bell hang over the creature and go boom, and you see the life just leave the creature's eyes, And now the guard in at the doorway looks infuriated. But you can go downstairs without taking an attack of opportunity from the Jakar now.
I will, and I'll just kind of wait by the entrance if I can not. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we'll,
so it's
we're back to the original map setting.
like heading down there. Is there any space where there's no one like paying attention to me besides Alec? Like out of view of everyone.
Yeah, there's about 10 feet between you and Jenny. So on the stairs.
And Lydia and Griffnall aren't looking this way either.
Nah.
Okay, once I'm out of view, I'm gonna drop the disguise.
Okay, so you go about 5 or 10 feet down the stairway, right behind Jenny, drop the disguise, and now you're right behind her. I'll just kind of put you there on the corner.
I'll kind of be waiting up top with Alec, if I can kind of like wait up there to try like help with the door, if possible.
Okay,
But-
so you step into the stairs a little bit, change forms, then step just a tiny bit up to help. Is that what I'm hearing?
I kind of still want to be out of the sight, out of the courtyard, and be underneath there, but I want to be like immediately where you enter into the action. Does that make sense? Going down the stairs a little bit.
Yeah, sort of makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yes.
Jenny.
I'm going to kind of move behind Nadia and step over here, and I'm going to hunter's mark the guard that Beastie is fighting for my bonus action, and then I'm going to shoot him with my longbow.
All right, go for it. That's hits.
Ouch.
Oof. Straight through his chest, and he grips it for a second, stumbling before he falls dead to the ground.
Cool. I didn't even have to
Good
use
job.
my hunter's mark.
Very nice.
And
Yeah,
I get to
you'll be able
move that.
you'll be able-
too.
Yeah, you'll be able to move your hunter's mark in the next round because that takes a bonus.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yeah, but he's but I mean, hey, you made someone thoroughly dead.
Yeah, right through the eyes.
All
And-
right.
Yep. And then the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the captain and say, "You're next."
All right, awesome. He goes. He looks at the other one like he did. There wasn't a great loss. that was the one complaining about how the food in the sty was better than what they were eating. So yeah, no great loss in his eyes. Nadia, what's your turn? What do you do?
I'm gonna. Gee. I'm going to take a few steps forward. Actually, to this dude.
Oh,
And I'm going to.
I've
can
made
I
a
not-
mistake. There's a guy in the back that should be about over here.
Okay.
But he was out of the window of view. Let me expand this a little bit because you're kind of
Alright.
getting in there a little. There we go. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. It's my bad.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't pull
go up to
everybody.
here and I'm going to swing at him. Would this would be a mechanic, but if Beastie's standing like right there, how far would you say she's away from me? That way I can get sneak attack or not.
I mean, you don't get sneak attack
Okay.
based on adjacency to an ally unless that ally is adjacent to the enemy.
Okay. So I'll go in with my short sword.
All right.
If you have a ranged attack, you could always hold it till an ally is in range.
Yeah, I could. Oh, I'm just gonna swing.
All right. That hits. Yeah, that's quite good though. So you sort of lacerate his throat. He's holding on to it with one hand while trying to stave it off, but he's still alive. Okay.
And a free action, I'm just gonna be like, look at your friend.
And he goes, "Oh, yeah." That's his reaction. I'm gonna move the other beastie out of the actual map because that's confusing the shit out of me. What are you doing, beastie?
I am going to. Oh, I was still on that. I'm like, why can't I move? I'm gonna move up to here so I'm next to Naja, and I'm gonna multi-attack this bastard.
Okay, go for it.
I get to bite and then claw him.
Okay, with those, he just kind of pushes you back with his shield as you do so.
Oh, wait!
He goes.
I have advantage on those.
There's a pack tactics. Okay, so the first one misses.
Yeah.
Roll advantage with the next one.
Never mind.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Well, you still have advantage, so roll one more time.
Right.
Right? Pack tactics gives you advantage for each attack. Okay,
It
that is
says-
gonna still miss. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't. You still rolled equal to my my guards in the last round. So now,
I guess
now,
it's
now we're
just
even
a
on-
no roll kind of day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, low mood, low rolls, I guess. Okay, so that's it for BC. BC's viciously scratching at the guard, but he's pushing you back with the shield. Now it's their turn. He's gonna swing at Nadia because that's the one who slashed his throat. I think that's only fair. So he's gonna hit an 18.
That hits.
Okay, and he does 5 damage.
Okay.
This guard is going to come over and try to beat back the little beastie. And hits a 6, so that's a no for me, dog.
Nope.
This one's going to rush forth against Jenny and hit a 22
That hits.
Ooh.
and does 3 damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
that
all
bad.
it's not all terrible. This guy was in the back. Can he even reach? Yes, he can reach beastie.
Oh my goodness.
So he's going to charge in and swing at beastie and hit an 18,
That will hit.
and he does 5 damage.
Ow.
And the captain, what's the captain gonna do? They all crowded around. What is he gonna do? This is a mess. um, he's just gonna come around here, and he's gonna trade. He's gonna swing blows at. He's got a multi-attack, so he's going to swing at both Jenny and not Jenny, Nadia and Beastie.
Oh no.
Yeah. Rogues probably shouldn't go first. He's gonna hit a 10 on Nadia, so that's a miss.
Yep.
Oh shit, he makes 3 attacks. 2 with the scimitar and 1 with the dagger. Got it. So he's going to, of course, he's got a spear in this one. So you just see him flourishing his spear. 1 attack towards Naja and a 12 on Beastie. Does that hit?
12 does not.
Okay, and 1 more 14. Does that hit?
That does.
Okay, he does 4 damage. Oh, look at you. You get to keep your form.
Angry squawking.
So he comes around and you see a blur of sort of spear movements. Nadia, you barely are able to duck out of the way. Beastie, you manage to kind of flutter around it, but he hits you square in the wing with another attack, and that is all their round. Alec.
Since everyone is inside, I would just like move inside, close the hatch, and use one of my axes that I have several. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I gotta make the turn of the one guy who yelled for his dog.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. He's actually not quite in range, so he's going to run over and throw a spear at you.
Okay, go ahead.
Because he is enraged. He hits a 13, so it just sort of bounces off your armor. And then he gets about this close. And okay, now go ahead. Sorry about that.
No problem. That's right. I'm actually gonna hold on to the people downstairs. I'm gonna close the hatch, pick up my battle axe, and try to lock the hatch with my battle axe.
Okay.
impeding anyone else from outside getting.
Gotcha. So there is a lock on the hatch that Laliana told you about. So it sounds like you're trying to say you want a barricade on top of that. Is that true?
I was trying to barricade it on top of. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Give me like a. Geez, what's a good roll for this? Give me like a raw dexterity, I guess. Roll.
Oof. Okay.
I take a sleight of hand if that's higher.
Oof, it's not.
But basically, you're trying to set up your axe in a way that's going to hold the thing up. Fair warning: if you want to make the effort to do this, this would be your action.
I was actually planning on using action for that, so yeah, sure, that's
Okay,
fine.
perfect. Just wanted
Just
to,
that.
I didn't want to like surprise you or anything. Go ahead and give me that roll. So you attempt to barricade the axe, but the way the trapdoor's set up, the axe would just kind of fall down. That said, you are able to secure the lock on the latch after closing it, so it is at least locked, if not barricaded.
All right. So I'm downstairs now, right?
Yep. Let's switch back over. This is a clusterfuck. Okay. And you can go ahead and drag yourself. I'll do it for you. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I would use the rest of the movement to get in between this guard, the captain.
Yeah. I think
Actually, sword draw, shield draw, and just look fucking mean and just like, yeah, I'm here to fuck shit up.
got it. Perfect. All right. Now it's the dead dog's turn. We're skipping that. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that. I just want to remind y'all, hold an animal, a dog-like animal. Ostos, you're next.
I'll spend my action, as with any time I drop this guy's self hyperventilating.
Okay.
I'll head down a bit, casting the two slaves and just kind of ringing my bell towards the guy attacking Jenny.
Okay. I have to roll a saving throw.
Yep, wisdom saving.
Wisdom, and he rolls an 8.
Excellent.
So he will take the 1 necrotic damage.
Yes.
Because he's undamaged, but that's something. So the belt holds over him, and you see him clutch one of his ears in combat. All right, Jenny.
I am going to.
You can move your mark now, if you'd like.
Pardon?
You can move your mark now.
Oh
like.
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who I should put it on. I'm gonna put it on the captain.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my spear and lunge forward and like stab the guard in front of me in the chest if I can.
Got it. He manages to knock it away with his shield. Nadja, you are surrounded by people who are trying to kill you. But now you get that sweet stealth damage, or sneak attack damage. Because you've got allies nearby.
Yeah. I'm going to take a swing at this bitch.
Okay.
First of all,
Lower
for
guard.
hitting my friend.
He's the one that's deeply wounded. That you wounded earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh shit.
Yikes. That's a just to kind of duck out of the way.
If I see that duck, I would like to use my chronal shift
As the
and
bonus,
make her reroll that.
Okay.
as a bonus
Hold
action, can
hold
I?
on, Nadja.
Okay.
You can roll again because of chronal shift.
Okay.
So chronal shift is an interrupt. So he's interrupting your. Okay, well it still doesn't hit. So what you see, Ostos, is a swing at this guy, and he sort of ducks under it, and then you reel it back, and she goes for the chest, but he blocks it with his shield instead.
Damn, he's good.
Yeah. Okay. Now you can continue, Nadia.
Okay, as a bonus action, can I use my cunning action to disengage and then move?
Yep. I don't see why not. Go ahead.
Alright, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right,
So
go ahead.
disengage and then move all the way over here.
All right,
Shut
Beastie.
up.
Beastie, you
Okay.
are utterly surrounded. There's
Whoa.
a deeply wounded one over here, and the rest are fresh.
Okay. I am completely. Oh wait, no. He's within 5 feet of an enemy. Is he dead?
No, he's just unremarked. He's fresh.
Okay.
The only one that's
I'm
dead is
gonna.
a big red X on them.
Okay. I just wasn't sure what the little X was.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna whip around and try to attack him. So I get to multi-attack and I have pack tactics. So I'm gonna roll.
Okay, a 13 does not hit.
Okay. Damn it!
But you roll without advantage there, so you can roll one more time.
Yeah, no. Velociraptor has advantage on an attack roll.
Oh, only one?
It says "and," so I'm assuming it's only the first one.
Let me read it, because it might be saying "and" like
Like that.
what it is. Because
Yeah.
attack tactics has advantage on an attack roll against a creature. No, it applies to both. So
Oh, okay.
it's not saying only one. It's just saying where an attack roll applies, it happens. It's pack tactics is agnostic to multi-attack. That's the best way to say it.
I'm just gonna roll claws once again without advantage, and then I'll take the best of whichever.
Go for it. So that hits.
Oh!
Awesome. And is this on the wounded one?
This is on.
Or is that, I forgot which one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I whipped around to attack the captain.
Okay, so you slash his legs up a bit, and he looks like he could take a lot of this sort of abuse.
Angry squawking chicken.
He's a big meaty dude, and so he goes, "What the fuck is this?" And it is their turn now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the guy that's this is a risk, but the guy that's wounded is going to go after Nadia, but he's going to take an attack.
Of course he is.
From Chicken.
He's a little.
Yeah.
The chicken. Oh my god! I kind of banked on your low rolls, but of course that happens. So as he turns to go after Nadia,
Ripping out his fucking Achilles tendon.
rip out his Achilles, and he falls down, and you just see a bunch of blood spill out of his neck, and he dies.
Oh my god.
All
You
right.
see Nadia just kind of clapping and jumping up and down.
One of the other
Obvious squawks from the chicken.
one of the other guys goes, "Holy shit! You see that?" And he's going to swing. The two of them are going to swing at you, Chicken. And so.
Roll low, roll low.
2?
Damn it, that'll hit.
I'm sorry. And that will do 2 damage. Wow, that was minimum damage.
That's enough to knock me out of chicken
Yeah,
form.
so let me pull you back in.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
has nobody ever like attacked a chicken on Legend of Zelda?
And
Attacking a chicken is.
and you take 1 rollover damage, by the way.
Yeah,
And then here comes the other attack. It is an 11.
that does not hit.
Okay. And then the bandit captain, not the bandit captain, but now you know what his fucking stat block is. But he's going to turn, although I tend to change stat block, so nobody get any expectations from that. He's going to turn to Alec, who looks big and mean, and face off with him. His little chicken scratch is not.
Right.
Well, you know, he doesn't know the full potential of Beastie, but that's what he thinks right now. So he's going to go after Alec with 3 spear thrusts. And he's not going to hit anything higher than a 16.
Nice. He misses everything.
So just ting, ting, ting as he tries to find a weak spot in your armor, but fails to do so. All right, Alec.
So I'll look back at the guy just trying to stab me with the spear. Just not your turn yet. Turn to the guy right close to Ginny and stab.
Okay. Oh, and I missed a guy who's after Jenny. Let me just do that real quick.
Okay.
13 to hit Jenny.
No, that does not hit.
Yeah. Okay, great. So continue on, Alec.
That's,
23 will hit.
Oof.
And does 8 slashing damage. All right.
My turn.
And when HP values are high, I usually think of hits as like glancing blows until like the final. Kind of like if you ever played what was it called? Sekiro. Something dies twice. It's like you're kind of like wearing them down, and then you get that big kill at the end. That's kind of like how I interpret high HP values, and less so that you're just shooting somebody with 8 arrows and they look like a pincushion. So, anyways, he's sort of dodging around attacks. You get a glancing blow on him. Anything else for Alec?
That's my turn.
Okay, Ostos.
Okay, I'm going to use Toll the Dead on the big guy.
All
He
right.
looks
I
pretty
will
freaking
roll
hardy,
Wisdom, and he fails, so he'll take the full damage.
which is 11.
11. And so he goes, boom, he goes, what the hell is that shit?
Okay, that'll be my turn.
All right. And Jenny, you got
All right.
one that's really on you over
Yeah.
here?
I'm just gonna keep trying to stab him with my spear.
That's fair enough. Oh, no. Okay, so roll again to confirm whether or not that damages your spear.
Yeah.
We're doing weapon breaking mechanics here.
If I steer bit really fucking bad, I'll use my class crewmanship.
It was a natural one.
So, yeah, no, he's talking about the, I think you also you're talking about whether or not she's going to break a weapon. So that is 1 point shy of their AC. So you failed the confirmation. And so now I'm going to roll the D10 for severity. 10
Hold on.
being-
If she re-roll, if she misses the attack, and I see her like she's gonna like just ram into the wall.
You can wait for the severity if you'd like. That
no.
might give you more information on whether or not you
Okay,
should
yeah.
use it.
I'll wait.
Just want to empower you a little bit. So 10 being the worst case, 1 being the best case. 3. Jenny, your item is chipped and would... Now, you could kernel shift this, but the item would be chipped and has a -1 to attack rolls and damage rolls. But is not shattered.
Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that then, just in case.
Okay. Yeah, there might be something a little bit more vital that happens. So as you go, you smash your spear into his shield, and he twists his shield in a way that chips your spear's point a bit. Nadia.
So Nadia's gonna come right here. Can she stand on this corpse?
Yeah, the corpse is like rough terrain, but besides that, it's fair play.
Okay, so can I aim my breath weapon where it's not hitting Beastie?
Sure, you can aim at the two of them without hitting Beast.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And they gotta roll
Alright.
dexterity saving throws, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the way we had it was, I think it was conal.
Yeah.
And fire.
Yeah.
One saves and one fails. The one in front saves, the one in back fails. And so let's get that damage.
So how do I roll the damage again? It's been a while.
Well, it says 2d6. If you
Okay.
if you aren't able to click a button that says breath attack, then I'd advise you
2d6.
create that. But for now, just
Yeah.
roll 2d6. And later on, just create a little attack that does 2d6. Okay, the guy in the back. So the guy in the front manages to duck a bit, but he is kind of scarred from the attack. And then the one in the back actually ignites into flames and screams as he sort of twirls about and falls to the ground dead.
Alright.
Okay.
As her bonus action, she's going to. Let's see. No. He wouldn't be able to attack her, right?
Not from the range that you're attacking from. So you're not really on the body. You're
Okay.
you're off to the
Alright.
side.
So I'm just gonna go back over here.
All right. Yeah, I considered you 10 feet away the way you kind of positioned yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's Nadia. Beastie.
Shit. 15-foot cube. There's not a grid on this, is there?
No.
Um,
What are you trying to do? I can just tell you whether or not it works.
I can't. Yeah, it wouldn't work. I don't.
Yeah, you're in between it.
Yeah.
If you don't mind affecting yourself, then you can do it. Otherwise, no.
A 15-foot cube originating from me, so yeah,
Oh,
I can't
you.
hit them both. Okay. I am going to, in that case, I'm going to primal savagery this motherfucker.
A 15-foot cube originating from you. I'm interpreting that as this. It's 3 feet wide and 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
So, yes, if it's emanating from you, then you're hitting them both with it.
Oh, will it hit Alec?
I think he's technically, like, if I pulled this guy down a bit and adjusted this guy to the right a bit, that's a better representation of the full grid, with Alec being actually a bit up here and this guy being up here and not even.
Oh.
So.
Okay, great. In that case, I'm going to scream and cast Thunderwave.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't that the one that can be heard with like 100 feet or 200 feet? Just making sure that's the one. That's the same one.
I think it's a different one. I think
I
it's
don't
No,
think
standard.
a thunderous boom is audible out to 300 feet, but we're down inside a room, so.
Yeah, well, it's gonna rattle this room. Okay, I just thought that was hilarious.
They're also,
Illusion
if they fail, they're pushed away from me.
Cool. Constitution saving throws. Let me do that now.
Yeah.
So failure and success. So success from the captain, failure from the other guy. So he's gonna be pushed back this way.
Yep, he gets pushed 10 feet. Also, unsecured objects are pushed 10 feet, so the corpses would go flopping 10 feet away.
There you go. So this guy gets thrown. Are they pushed 5 or 10 feet?
10.
Excellent. So this guy's pushed back even further.
Yeah.
Corpse is just thrown out.
Okay, so the failure takes the full 8, and captain takes half since he saved.
Okay, so the captain takes 4 damage. Is that right?
Yes.
And so another blast, and it staggers him for a moment. And the other guy gets blown, and he actually like twirls. I'd say almost like backflip style backwards. You see his shield and weapon just fly in different directions as he becomes a corpse as he hits the ground. All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
And Jenny, this one's still on you.
Yep.
As you're locked in combat.
Yep.
And he hits a 20.
That hits.
And he does 5 damage. And I think Beastie, you've earned the ire of Bandit Captain.
Angry squawking.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, which also gets you unwanted attention. So, he is going to swing at you. He's going to hit a 9 initially, and then a 12, and then a critical hit. So I think the 9 and the 12 don't hit, but pretty sure the critical hit hits.
Only the crit hits, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only thing about beyond 20 is that it doesn't do crits really well, so I'm just going to roll it this way. Okay, so you take 9 damage as he digs the spear into your back.
You bastard.
All right, and Ostos, you hear banging on the trapdoor above you.
Is it my turn?
No, I'm just saying you hear that.
Okay. Yeah.
So after the ringing in your ears clears. You hear a lot of banging on the trapdoor, and some voices that are muffled. Alec.
Right, I'll try to finish up the guy attacking Danny because he's being big threat.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna attack him.
Sure.
Swear I'm gonna just rip this guy's face off when I'm done because I'm getting.
He just sort of shrugs you aside, Alec, as you try to bring your sword down on him. Anything else?
Fuck. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna stay put. I don't want these guys to try to hit someone else. So yeah, I'm gonna stay put. That's my job.
Okay. Ostos.
Sorry, team.
It's all right.
So, I need some DM interpretation of a spell.
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Okay.
It says shower of sparks. Now, is that a lot of sparks? Harmless, not going to cause any fire, but is it a lot?
It could be, like the kind of shower of sparks that occurs when you're trying to hit flint with steel, like that kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's not a spectacular effect.
Okay. Never mind then.
I'm saying it's not a spectacular effect because it sounds like you're trying to go for a maybe not a spectacular one, but a pretty notable effect. And
I mean, would I say like it would go a couple feet in each direction, like pretty noticeable?
no, it's more. I'm looking at
like a
these
sparkler?
harmless sensory effect, like puff of wind, faint noises. Everything about it is very subdued. So I'm gonna say the
Fair.
shout of sparks is pretty subdued as well.
Okay. Fair. Never mind. And,
So in that case, if that sounds like you don't want to waste your time on that, then you choose to do something else.
yeah. Okay, that's why I asked. I'm going to continue. Good old dead on this guy.
Okay. Toll on the dead on the man over there. I'm going to roll a wisdom saving throw. He gets a 16. I believe that succeeds.
Yep.
And so I think that's the second time the tolls come around. So as the bell comes, he sort of like swings at it with his spear, and it sort of dissipates. And he's like, not again, fucker. And
Nice.
all right, Ostos. I try to make even the failures fun. Jenny, this guy has really been giving y'all problems.
Yeah. So is the measurements on here correct?
More or less.
Okay. Because I was trying to figure out if I use my breath weapon, would I hit Alec?
Not if you aim it, say. So you can aim it however you wish. You could aim it like this.
Okay,
And then
cool.
the effect would be like this plus this.
Because kind of
So
what
you-
I... Cause,
The wall a whole bunch, but hitting him too.
yeah, okay. Because what I want to do is I just want to, like, kind of, like, put my spear away, and I want to, like, grab him by the shoulders and be like, it's been fun. And then I'm just going to open my mouth and breath fire him in the face.
Sure. Oh.
No! Oh my goodness!
Fire breath isn't an attack. Just so you know, it's a dex saving throw.
Oh,
So you
awesome.
kind of put that attack away.
Oh.
But go ahead and roll me a 2d6. That's what the damage does.
Oh, okay. That's so not fair.
Yeah, you don't attack with fire breath.
Okay, I need to fix that sheet.
So here's
Lexi.
here's my dex saving throw. It is a 3, so he's going to take full damage.
Cool.
In this case, you take the full 3 damage. That's, we're all rolling pretty shitty today.
Yeah.
But you do grab him by the shoulders, and you say, what did you say to him?
It's been fun, and then I opened up my mouth to, like, blast him away, but that didn't work,
goes-
so I'm
He goes,
just...
you what? Well, it works, just not.
Yeah.
Just kill him. But he goes, you what? And then you fucking shoot some flames into his face. And we'll just say, for the purpose of 3 damage, he sort of struggles and breaks out of your hold and ducks a bit before it completely just burns him to ashes.
Cool.
But you did some damage. That's always nice.
Is it dead?
No.
Damn it.
Not yet.
Nadia is gonna come over here and she's gonna take a shot at this bitch.
Okay. And that That does trigger sneak attack damage if you hit.
Yeah.
So let's see
Okay,
let's see the attack roll.
Doop.
Yeah, you're gonna hit. Go ahead and give me that attack with sneak attack damage. Okay. And so that does 11 damage. And so an arrow goes into his stomach, and he groans a bit as it goes in. He's not looking great, but he's not looking on the edge of death either. Okay, Beastie.
Beastie is going to try and jump up and reach for his throat with primal savagery.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll. That hits.
Get him, Beastie. Get him.
Does 6 acid damage.
Right to his throat.
Yeah, he's got a fairly armored throat, so it cuts through some of the armor and gets beyond to mess up his throat a bit, and you hear him go like, fuck.
Angry squawking.
Yeah, this guy's got a dirty potty mouth. And look,
Beastie is still, even though she's not in chicken form, she's still squawking like angry Donald Duck.
perfect. So now it's the enemy's turn. Jenny, the two of you locked in battle. Yeah, I just want to say something, Jenny. You are tanking beautifully.
I know.
He's going to attack you again. He's going to hit a 13.
You can't
think
hit me.
So again, the two of you, it's like, it's like in the movies. There's a lot of missing before there's a kill. So y'all are locked in combat. You're holding each other down.
Mhm.
The captain, I'm going to say, like, Beastie's done a solid amount of damage to the captain, so he's going to continue at you. He's gonna swing one spear thrust at Alec to try to keep him at bay, and hits a 14. That does not hit. And then he's going to try to follow up on Beastie with a 24 to hit and a 12, and I think it's going to miss.
24 hits, the 12 misses.
Oh, no.
24 does 5 damage.
Oof.
Okay. And Alec, what's your response?
Shit.
Oh, and also, Ostos, you're hearing not just banging on the trapdoor, but now slamming on the trapdoor.
No.
Okay, how's that?
It seems like steady slamming.
No.
Fuck.
How's that latch looking?
It's holding, but the hatch itself kind of bows in with every slam.
Okay.
Okay, Alec.
I would like to attack. Oh, God damn it. I would like to attack the guy attacking Jenny again.
Okay.
Black blade. Come on, Rick. Come on, fucker.
And Ostos, you're hearing like many voices beyond the trapdoor at this point.
Okay.
You hit.
Nice.
And so while he's locked in with Jenny and they're both fighting each other, you're able to stab him straight into the center of his back. The blade kind of piercing through to the other side, and goes, almost trying to grasp the other end of the blade that goes through his chest, and you just sweep it out, and he falls dead.
And I'm gonna move straight in the back of the captain.
Okay,
And look at him and just say,
that does not give the damage. I don't do those rules, but
all right. I'll just say, better watch your back, bastard.
he goes. He says, "Oh, fucking kill you all!" And now it's Ostos' turn.
Okay. Are there? All right, DM. I'm going.
All right, player.
Welcome, player one.
What's your plan?
Look at the hatch leading down,
Uh-huh.
and so it says I can make a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour.
Sure.
Doesn't state the size of the symbol. I know it relatively, it's probably not going to be massive, but can on the opposite side of the hatch door, where they can see it, can I make a bright, as large as I can, symbol of Abalache Ray on the front of this hatch?
So
Doesn't say that it has to be in sight.
I don't believe so.
This is kind of get them to pause, be like,
yeah, this is one of those things that a lot of things explicitly say that you can see, and so it it begs the question: does that mean that spells that say the things you, if it doesn't explicitly say that you can see, then can you do it? An object or a surface for 1 hour. Yeah, sure. So you're attempting to make a symbol of Abalache Ray on the other side of the door, and I assume an effect to sort of either intimidate them or awe them.
yes.
I'm going to allow you an intimidation check
Okay.
to see if you can discourage some or all of the enemies.
Yep. You have
Roll.
just a momentary pause.
Okay. And
The cantrip, so I know I'm stretching.
no, it's fine. Like, you can ask me questions. I'll tell you what I think. I am I treat this as a DC. There is I will say that there is a minor effect, but there is not a total. There is not a
Sensation.
huge sweeping effect. There might be a guard or two that gives pause on this, but there are a few more.
And with the rest of my turn, I'll look at Grifnal and Lydia and kind of like gesture down this way and say, "Start moving now!"
All right, and I'm just going to take the two of them and put them over. Oops, not an additional Nadia. No Nadia clones, please.
Aww.
And
Lord.
they're going to do what you say. We haven't really been rolling their turn, but if they're not doing anything significant yet, then she just kind of runs. They both just sort of dash down away from the fight, kind of cowering behind the. Yeah, they do a full dash, cowering behind the table there.
Okay. And
Okay.
I'll move a little bit, like right here.
Sure.
Oh, I could.
Jenny?
I don't know why my mind blanked for some reason. The blue square. What is that again?
That was a previous effect, so it's.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering in case it was. I'm gonna die if I step near it.
Nope, fair question. I removed it.
I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna step up to the guard and say, "Well, I told you that you'd be next, and I'm gonna try and stab him with my spear."
Okay, that is a hit.
Yes.
And does Hunter's Mark
What?
work with? You got to remember how I said you need to change that to a dex base. You haven't done that yet.
I thought I did.
Yeah, so that's rolling strength instead of dex.
Oh,
so you got to
okay.
change that effect.
Oops. Yeah,
If
because
we were to observe that it was dex instead of strength, what is your dex modifier?
a 5.
Oh, okay. So then you would be doing 7 damage.
Okay. Minus the 1 because my weapon.
Yes, minus the 1.
So it'd be 6.
Six damage.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that honesty.
And then and then there's my hunter's mark because I think I haven't been hit yet.
Yep, for an additional 6 damage. Does that work on melee targets too? I assume it does. I just want to make sure.
You know what? I totally didn't even think of that.
I'll look it up real quick.
I was just gonna do this. Not that. I was gonna click it so I
Yeah,
could
with weapon attack, so it works.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Good to know.
All right, so yeah, you did a pretty solid amount of damage there. Okay, next is and he's looking rough now. Nadia.
How rough is he looking, DM?
I'm not gonna give you any more information. Use your information.
So, Nadia's gonna come up here and she's going to swing at him with her short sword.
Okay, roll an attack. All right, this finally applies. he's going to use a reaction to parry this attack and add
course he
AP to his otherwise lower AC. So he, as you come over, he takes the spear and kind of catches your weapon and slings it to the side. But you made him use up his reaction. That's something. Beastie.
That's awesome.
Geez, there's a lot of people all around. I'm going to I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm looking really rough.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd love to keep going with eating it, like trying to eat his face, but
Do you really want to keep going with eating it? Because the next round is his, so
Oh no.
that's
Oh, boy.
probably fair that you are doing this. All right, so you cured yourself for 11 hit points. You're looking much better now.
yes,
Kind
yeah.
of looks side to side and goes. This is his turn now, unless you had anything else to do.
No, I don't, because I can't cast 2 spells in a round, so I'm good.
All right. So he goes, "I'll fucking take you down with me." As he attempts to give a flurry of attacks between Beastie and Nadia.
Okay then.
Well, actually, yeah, Jenny, you did solid amount of damage. He's gonna do between Beastie and Jenny.
That's okay, because normally whenever I suggest to being hit, I get knocked unconscious, so this will be fun.
It's a 24 hits.
Yeah.
So, he does 5 damage, and then he critically strikes you.
I'm going to chronal shift the critical.
Okay, so he'll roll again, and he hits a 19 instead of a critical strike,
Jesus.
and does 9 damage.
So Jenny goes unconscious.
Oh no.
Oh.
Now he's gonna strike Beastie, and hits a 23.
That hits.
Of course, now I'm rolling good. Jesus Christ. And he does 5 damage to Beastie.
Yeah, it's a good thing I healed, because that would have.
And then he's going to try to run away. So I'm going to need opportunity attacks from 3 of you. Beastie, I believe magical cantrips are not considered something you can use an opportunity attack with, but you can still attack with either a weapon.
So my primal savagery is the same as my dagger, which is a +5 to attack.
Okay,
I'm just gonna click that, but it'll be normal damage. I'm just gonna use that because I want to try and like jump up and rip his throat out with my teeth. And
That's
primal
fine.
savagery lets my teeth grow.
Sure. Is the 2 hit the same?
Yeah, the 2 hit is the exact same as my dagger would be.
Okay. And Alec, you're going to miss. Beastie, you're going to hit. And I didn't get anything from Nadia. Nadia, you can do an attack opportunity as well. You're
There you
going to hit. By the way, sneak attacks can be done multiple times per turn as long as it's not. I'm sorry, multiple times per round as long as it's not on the same turn, which means you can sneak attack somebody on your turn and then sneak attack somebody on their turn.
Okay.
So you can do sneak attack damage on this. And Beastie, you
I'm
do.
just gonna manually roll the damage.
Beastie does 4 damage. And how much? And that does not kill him. Nadia, how much damage do you do?
I did 16.
16. Okay. You know what's fun? How do the 2 of you want to do this?
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to jump up and try and rip his throat out with my teeth.
Okay. And Nadia, is there anything?
I'm pushing my blade through his ear,
Perfect.
hoping to get to the other side.
Oh my
So-
god.
So the 2 of you, as he kind of gives a salvo of attacks and knocks Jenny unconscious with a strong stab to her chest. He then tries to make his escape through the space that she occupied, and as he does that, Nadia, you grab onto the back of his shoulder and start driving your blade through his ear. And as that happens, as you're holding him down, Beastie manages to swing by his neck and start ripping it open. And as that happens, you just hear a gurgling of blood as he sort of starts slumping to the ground as his trachea gets ripped out and the blade reaches the other ear on his head.
Good.
Um,
Fucker. Deserves to die.
that was dark sun flavor gruesome.
Beastie's going to just kind of sit on his chest and chew on his trachea.
Wonderful.
And I am
your
slowly.
your food is it's done for the
Does
day.
the blood count as my water?
Yeah, sure.
Oh
blood's your water.
wow.
Yes.
So you just revel in the blood. The only downside is that you are now covered in blood, which is a bit conspicuous. If you were to go
Yeah.
outside.
I'm also
yeah.
retrieving my blade, so I'm pulling
But
it out.
but that said, congratulations. You took down the captain, and I'm gonna switch this music now.
Are there
Good
people
guys.
banging at the door?
Are.
Okay,
Wait,
but
I'm
it's
dead.
not Green Day 21 Guns. Why does it keep doing that? I did that for my other thing too. It's ridiculous.
What's wrong with listening to that song? We should totally listen to that song during a D&D game.
Okay, I am just gonna pay. This happened in my last week's session with my other Dark Sun, and I think someone was going down, so I just said, "Fuck it, we're keeping the music."
I have to turn this up.
Okay. Nope, that's
Aw.
not the song either. God damn it.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay, this is the sufficient music, and you might have to turn it up a bit to hear it well. Okay, what do you do? The trapdoor. So, Ostos, there is a
Mhm.
pause from the slamming for a brief moment. We'll say even a whole round's worth, and then it gets back to slamming, and you can see that the trapdoor is starting to splinter a little bit. But your efforts to keep them at bay seem to have worked for at least a short amount of time.
Okay.
First thing I will do, lay on hands on Jenny, get her up, like 5 hit points to her.
Okay, perfect. So she doesn't have to roll any. Actually, she doesn't have to roll any death saving throws or anything like that. Perfect. And so Jenny, you are on the ground, and you see Alec sort of closing some of the wounds on your all the different spear wounds that he's put into you.
Come on, no time to sleep. We need to get the fuck out of here right now.
Okay. That was
Okay.
Alec. And I'm still maintaining initiative here. That was Alec Ostos. What do you do?
I'll drop my concentration on prestidigitation.
Okay.
Kind of just glancing at this guy, the guard captain. Is there anything immediately visible on him, like some type of medal or a pouch on him, like a coin pouch or something?
Yeah. So there is. You can go ahead and grab it, and what it is let me make sure I've got this correct here. Where's this dude at? Captain. Here it is. He has got. I was told to roll bits. Okay. 2d10 bits. He has 17 bits on him.
Okay.
He has a spear that is. It's not functionally it doesn't look like it's functionally better than any standard like bone spear or obsidian spear. But the obsidian sells a bit better. And so that might be worth something. And he also has studded leather on him, although that would take a while to pull it off in his body.
I'll just grab the pouch and kind of point towards the spear. This Jenny's probably laying down there by it.
Yeah,
Like-
hey, that's it's officially an upgrade for Jenny now, since her other one's kind of fucked.
Mm-hmm.
But like replacement, and what's the distance I can really go?
And Jenny, what you can do is you can add another spear, or if you're just going to replace it, then I would just rename your current spear to Obsidian Spear, and it's basically worth a bit more than the standard spear, and doesn't have that defect like your current one does.
So would that be an action or anything? Kind of like sifting through his body?
Yeah,
All that? Okay.
for sure.
This is my 30 feet movement. And
Okay.
I'll point towards the Gryphonol and Lydia and be like, we're moving.
Okay, and they're just running along. They
Okay.
both look like they're just running on autopilot, doing whatever you tell them to do. And so they're running this way like you tell them to, but they're not blocking the way.
Okay.
All right, Jenny.
I'm gonna get up, which is half my
Okay.
movement.
Perfect.
And I am going to, if I look around, is there anything to block the door, or would that take too much time?
Because it's a trapdoor overhead, that would be very difficult to block.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
it's an
gonna,
overhead trapdoor. So,
yeah, I'll just move.
although looking around, you do see some basic things. So you see that there's a Crawdloo riding saddle around, some saddlebags. There seems to be high quality feed in the corner there. Looks pretty good. You might even want to eat it. There's, as the other guy said, there's some old linens here. There's what looks like some kind of like um, alchemy or herbology like corner over here. And I should have said that to you, Ostos. But you were looking specifically at the body, so
Yeah,
I didn't
it's all
mention
good.
it. But it looks like there's sort of like there's a really good word for this. I can't recall it right now, but basically it just looks like there's a bunch of herbs and stuff over here.
Okay.
An apothecary. It looks sort of like a makeshift apothecary over here.
Right.
And
Okay.
yeah, and that's it. That's what you see around the room.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand up, look at Alec, and say, I hope you didn't expect a thank you. And I'm just gonna move beside Natty and say, are you okay?
Yeesh.
And
And it's not his turn.
yeah. Oh, and then the only other thing I was gonna do is I'm gonna turn towards the staircase, and can I hold an action in case anybody comes down? With my bow?
If you're specific about the action, yes.
Yeah,
Like if you
just
shoot a
shoot.
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just shoot somebody if I
Sure.
see anybody come down the stairs.
All right, so you're holding an action
Yeah.
to shoot something that comes through.
Mhm.
Beastie.
I am going to look up from my meal and cast create bonfire at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Right.
So it gets a little hot
Um,
underneath.
Yeah.
That lasts for like 10
so-
minutes. something?
Yeah.
Is it 1 minute?
So if anyone comes down into it, they have to make a dex save. It
Oh, 1 minute. Got it.
is, yeah, 1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So you go over and you not go over, but you create a fire underneath the trapdoor, such that if they chose to actually go through, they have to deal with the fire first. Got it?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hop up off of the dead guy's chest and start moving, going, weren't we supposed to find a thing here? And
Yeah. Let me open up the view a little to its full extent.
I'm gonna, like, wander forward, probably dripping bloody footprints everywhere,
Beautiful.
and still chewing on...
Yeah. You know, you can't. Got to finich your meal.
Yeah.
I'm still chewing on his
breakfast
trachea.
is the most important one of the day, so I feel that. It's the enemy's turn again. So the trapdoor splinters even more, such that entire boards are starting to come off as you hear the strikes from above. And Alec.
Right. I'll just see that people are trying to invade this basement or something, and I'll just move ahead. I'll try to reach Beastie, and I'll just like hold my hand to her. Okay, you can hop on if you want to. I'll just like give her a ride if she's willing. She is willing.
Yeah, she'll climb him like a tree and sit on his shoulder.
Awesome. Beautiful.
I don't think that's my full movement, but I'll move as the best I can towards the beastie thingy, the thingy we're looking for.
Okay. Ostos.
Man, so it looks like a freaking apothecary over here.
Yeah.
Can I, a quick glance, can I see anything that looks like, ooh, that looks rare?
Give me like a advantaged investigation check. It's like you know what you're looking at.
Okay.
Great. So 21. You identify a few things there. You see that there's an herbalism kit that can be used to, pick different herbs and also to generate potions of healing and antidotes. You also see what looks like a wild herb collection that might be useful for crafting poisons and or healing potions. Based on your solid investigation and your background, I would allow you to swipe this stuff with your action. But that would
Both of
require you to
them?
move back over to the tables over here.
Over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Between the two of them, I would say.
An action to get both of them.
I don't see why not. Say an
Uh,
interaction to grab the herbalism kit and an action to collect the vials into a bag, and or at least to swipe them all. And then the next time you're running, I would require an interaction to for you to stuff those things away as you're running away. How about that?
That's fine. Catering to the player's greed. It's okay. Okay. Yep. I'll be running over that direction. Awkwardly turn like oh, and go start grabbing them, start turning around, juggling them in my arm, going to the 10 feet back. That's
How do I hold all these herbs?
Yes.
So let me just check here.
That was about 20 feet.
Yeah, roughly. So you have an herbalism kit now,
Okay.
and you also have, call it
Vile herb collection.
call it poison herbs.
Okay.
And then another entry, healing herbs ×2.
Okay.
So enough to craft a poison, enough to craft 2 healing potions.
Okay.
Is what you
Excellent.
just grabbed here, which is a pretty nice haul actually. And then you're running back, Jenny. The crashing of the crashing noise above is getting heavier. What do you do?
Oh, I was holding my action, but I guess I
Haven't
my
poured through yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think if there's something. There's nothing to block the thing, so I'm going to self-sacrifice. No, I'm just joking. I'm gonna. I guess I'll just keep moving back, moving, but I'm only gonna like move part of my movement.
Okay. Nadia.
Yeah, Nadia's gonna take a healing potion.
All right, and you can move too.
It's a 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 4. I'm sorry, 2d4
Yeah.
plus 2.
Okay. So I get 8 back. So plus.
All right, 8 HP back.
Oh.
You're looking pretty
Okay,
good,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. And then
And
she's going to rush over here.
and remember, administering a potion to yourself is only a bonus action. So if you want to still have an action, you can do so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep track of all our group and make sure
Okay.
nobody else gets hurt.
Gotcha.
So I'm
Beastie.
gonna subtract.
I'm just chilling on Alex's shoulder, so
That's true. Okay. The splintering turns into shattering as the as what's left of the trap door falls into the bonfire.
which it would immediately catch fire because it catches things
Sure
that are
does.
not worn or held on fire.
So it just starts to burn, and by the end of the 6 seconds, it might even start to catch flame. These are solid pieces of wood, so solid piece of wood takes a little while to actually turn into flames. But it looks like it's doing so because the splintering works as tinder. That maintains the fire, but you don't see them piling out yet. You hear a whole lot of voices outside, though. A lot of voices outside. Alec.
I would like to bolt inside the corridor
Okay, so
with Beastie.
you see 4 doors, and they're like pens, essentially. Let's just say there's 2 pens, and if you go that far, you can see into the pens. One has a sort of beautiful, sort of, how did I describe this Crodlu? I think it was, do I have it somewhere? I sure fucking don't. So what you see is a sort of beautiful Crodlu that's got these white speckles and otherwise is brown reddish scaling. And on the other side, you see a terrified-looking person with a stack of hay in their hands, just sitting in the corner, looking terrified.
Oh
I'm
shit.
going to, because I'm dripping blood and sitting on his shoulder, I'm gonna happily wave and smile as I'm still chewing on.
Okay.
The floor is becoming damp underneath them.
Um, not paying
I'm
much
gonna hold
attention.
a finger up and go, shh.
Not paying
Yeah.
much attention to the blood meatball that's on my shoulder right now. I'll just look at the guy, and just like in in the spasm of like desperation, the same as everyone else in this room, I'm just gonna. We're escaping. You're with us, or you just stay here to die. And I'm gonna drop Beastie to the creature over here because I don't not quite sure if this is the one, but can I that would be my action, right? I mean,
Yeah, sure. Also, you're buzzing like really, really hard.
I'm so sorry. Is my
it,
CPU?
Yeah, it's like really heavy feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry about that.
So it sounds kind of like your shit's half plugged in. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I
Um,
was doing that before you joined, before the start of game, and he said that it was he's next to a really old CPU that buzzes really loudly. So I think sometimes it just gets picked up more than other times.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, this buzzing sounds like it sounds like digital feedback to me. It doesn't sound like an actual object. But anyways, to just letting you know in case you have a way to fix it.
Right. I'll try it.
The person back there, the way you said it, I'd like to actually get an intimidation check from you. Because it was kind of like, do you want to fucking die or do you want to come with us?
I'm actually good at intimidation, so I'm fine.
Well, perfect then. Go ahead and roll it. Sometimes intimidation is sort of using the situation around you, not so much just being the asshole.
Yep.
Okay. And so they stand themselves up, they drop their hay, and they come up behind the pen kind of expectantly, and this is funny. They point over here and say, "You're the ones with the contact." He points to this wall.
Oh fuck. Okay. Can I reply?
Let's wait because that's a lot of talk.
Okay.
I'll
So
start.
that's my turn.
I will use my interaction to shove the rest of the stuff in my bag.
Okay.
And let's see. Moving right here.
Okay. And the slaves are going to kind of come between y'all.
Can I see this? I can see this guy from here or no?
You got to see it from the pen doors. So really, it's just Ostos. I'm sorry. It's just Alec and Beastie that can see it right now.
Okay, kind of squeezing by with my dash.
Didn't you say you said you used your action or?
I thought it was supposed to interaction, like a free action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said action, so I took it as an action. Okay, so it's interaction. That's fine. Stuff the rest of the stuff away.
Does this guy look like what I saw in the picture that was upstairs?
It doesn't look the same, but it definitely looks like. So that, it might be that the Crodley of the painting is a different Crodley in general, but this one matches the description of the one that was won on the auction.
Okay.
It looks like the right Crodley, so to speak.
Does it look like saddled up and ready to go, or nothing on it?
It doesn't have a saddle on currently.
Is there?
I know the picture looks like it does, but you know,
Yeah.
fucking hard to find pictures. All right.
Yeah. No. I gotcha. Is there a lead, like kind of posted up here at all?
In the room that you came from, I mentioned there were saddles, saddlebags, and that kind of materials.
Where was it in that room?
It would be
From over here.
yeah, probably right here
Whoa.
with the feed.
Well, I can totally grab it out of a character.
Yeah, I just kind of shot back. Grab a lead for the Crodlu! And
Okay.
I'm just going to use my last bit of movement to get right about here and see if I can see.
Investigation will require your action, so you'll be able to do
No,
that.
I just like see if there's what's in these pens. If these are pens.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the wall that they were pointing at. Those aren't pens; they're doors.
Okay, that's it.
Alrighty, Jenny.
I'm going to rush over here And grab what Astos asked for. If I
Okay,
can
you
make it.
grab a saddle.
Mhm.
You might need some help to grab like bits and leads and that sort of stuff too.
Oh, okay.
But that's even more stuff.
Can I, because I was gonna grab everything and then use my action to dash back, but can I, like, use my interaction to grab everything and then, like, for my action, can I grab the saddle and, like, just toss it over to Natty?
I would I would say you can use your action to grab the saddle and toss it, and your interaction to grab the leads. Sure.
Sure. Yeah, awesome. Thanks. And
I will
then,
say, as long as Nadia is willing to spend her interaction to um, receive it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything
okay.
else? That's your action, your
Uh,
interaction.
I
Um,
think that's everything. And that was my movement.
okay, Nadia, you are thrown the saddle.
Yep.
I'm not going to make you roll for it, but you do have to come a little closer to accept it. Otherwise, she's shot.
So right here.
A little more. There you go.
Okay.
And yeah, it's kind of hard to shot put an entire saddle.
Right.
So she kind of like granny throws it over.
Mhm.
You grab it, and then you can move with it.
Okay. So how much movement would I be able to?
Well, you just spent 10. So
Okay.
whatever else you got left.
15, 20, 25, right there.
Okay, Beastie.
Okay, I'm going to hop down and try and go in and animal handling the.
Okay. So the beast
Crab.
kind of notices you coming in and kind of, what would I say? Not flinches, but like kind of moves over to you apprehensively. Go ahead and roll that animal handling.
Does the smell of blood help?
Nice. So, is there like a way that you approach it that you'd like to describe?
Yeah, I'm gonna swallow the rest of my. Are they meat eaters or grain?
Oh yeah, they're carnivores.
Oh, great. In that case, I'm not gonna swallow the rest of the trachea. I'm gonna hold it out and offer it to it, and then raise a hand and let it lick the blood off my hand.
Perfect. So it kind of it sees you approaching, and the way you approach it is very smart, slow, deliberate movements, nothing jerky, and it comes up and takes the trachea out of your hand. When it does so, it eats it, kind of looks at you and puts its nose a little closer, letting you kind of touch its muzzle, and
Yeah.
and it
Yeah, I'll
looks
touch its muzzle and.
blood off, and it looks like it's become a bit friendly to you.
Yeah.
That will be an
I
action.
nerd.
At this point, I need to roll some dexterity saving throws as people start rolling through the flames, through the fire and flames.
Yeah, so it's I'll pop it back into chat.
Sorry, I love that song.
Okay, that's 2 failures and a success.
So the success doesn't take any damage. The first failure, unless you want to just have them all take the 5, I'm fine with that too. Whichever failed.
Yeah, I'll have the failure take the 5, or the 2 failures take the 5s, and the other guy is untouched.
Yeah.
And the fire is technically like a little further up because this stairway goes a ways.
Yeah.
They end they're in their turn there, and you can see people peeking out from above. There's a lot of people besides these 3 guys. Like a horde is coming in of guards. This is just the tip of the horde. All right, and they have spears raised like they're ready to throw, but it's a little out of their range. Alec, but they're kind of yelling, they're running in, racing in, and saying like, stop there. Alec, what do you do?
Shit. Those 2 are doors, right? Right, close to Astos.
Yes.
Oh, goddamn. Fuck. I wanna move to one of the doors close to Astos, and I'm gonna try to budge it open.
Okay, it's open, so it just takes an interaction. You see that it's basically a slave pen. And now we can continue talking. So this guy comes up and he goes, he says, no, and he pats the wall. up against here. He says, "Shit, a passage, right?"
Yes, yes.
And you've already won that intimidation, so you're going to get help here. He presses a stone near the bottom, and you hear this sort of as a ways through opens up.
Awesome. Perfect. And I'm gonna look at the two slaves, the two guys over here, because I actually don't know the names. I'm just gonna look at them. Bolt. Just bolt. This is the way.
And it seems like to them, this is the first time they're seeing it. They're going to bolt in. I don't know the rough time, but it's sort of this long tunnel. It's enough to fit a Crodlu through, and a rider, for that matter. So they're running through. Anything else from Alec?
If I can, I would go back and help everyone else, but I don't think I have the movement or the actions to do it this turn, so that's it for the...
Okay. Astos.
Okay, I'm going to right here, just about 10 feet movement, and look at this guy and say, "Can it be closed from the other side?"
Yes.
Okay, this is the tunnel. DM.
Yeah. It's a tunnel. You can just kind of it just kind of keeps going and going. For the purposes of the map, we'll just say that it winds this way.
That's fine. Can I see any switch on this side?
Not initially. The one he hit was extremely subtle, which might work in your favor. But that also means the other one. You can do an investigation check
Okay.
to look for it. But that'll be your action. Yeah, nice roll. You see a very subtle stone on the right side, although pressing it means you close it back down again.
Okay, I'll kind of step a little out of the way so Crowdloot and everyone else can get through. And
Okay.
I already used my action, so I'll just kind of wait right there.
Got it. Jenny, y'all are working together to get this done. I like it. Jenny, what do you do?
I had a really bad idea, and then I checked my charisma rolls, and that's not happening. So I'm going to, let's see, 30 feet is to Nadia, basically like right there. And then I'm gonna, I'm just gonna say to Nadia, okay, I got the stuff that Astos wanted. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, and you can dash, by the way, for.
I
another
know,
movement.
but I really don't want to leave Nadia. I don't want to.
Well,
It's okay.
Nadia's turn
Go,
is next.
go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
Nadia's
gonna I'm gonna dash 15 feet
So
because I'm
you're going to
assuming
be the one
that's
left
there.
behind if you don't dash.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and plus, I really don't want to have to do 3 attacks on you, put you to 0, and then
Oh
kill
no.
you. So that's not really my interest.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with telling you what your options are.
Mhm.
Okay, Nadia.
Okay, I'm gonna book it. So I'm gonna dash like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 right here. Alright.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
I'm pretty sure, Jenny, you probably could have gotten away with about 10 more feet.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
your dash looked a little short to me. I think.
Well,
you're
it's
probably,
a dash is.
Dash is your full movement again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
where I
it's been
placed
a
you
long
just
week.
now- yeah, where I placed you just now is more accurate to your movement.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, I don't want to kill I don't want to kill Jenny.
No, I just
based
totally
on-
forgot.
based on bad-
I
Yeah,
just
based on bad information. Okay, no, that's perfectly fine. I'm actually rooting for you guys. So, all right. The reason why is because after Beastie comes the enemy. Beastie, what are you doing?
I am going
You have got this
to.
thing's attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
give
I'll
it
be
a
right
pat and try and get up on its back. I know it doesn't have a saddle. I'm just gonna try and.
That's fine. I kind of
bareback it.
Yeah, I kind of allow animal handling for like less than ideal mount solutions, and I'm just going to hold your current animal handling because you've already done it on this beast once.
Yeah.
And so you kind of jump on, and I'm just going to move the.
I'm gonna direct it out into the hallway and out the secret door.
Well, here's something fun. You now have control of it, so move it as you wish.
Okay.
How much movement
And
does
kind
it
of just
have?
select the two of you together and move the two
Yeah.
of you. Yeah, perfect. All right, and
How
it
much movement
has,
does it have? Yeah.
now you used half your movement to get onto it, but now we're talking about its movement. I'm gonna say something to the extent of its movement's been halved by you mounting it, just because there's been some time for you to do that. But its movement is 60 feet, so you can go 30 feet with this thing.
So I can go to like here,
Yeah.
roughly.
More or less. You can't occupy their spaces considering how
Yeah.
massive the creature is. And that's your turn. So you see, a lot of you see Beastie just riding out with the creature bareback for now, and
Yes, and she's quite happy about this.
oh yeah, it's a real joy. At this point is the enemy's turn, and I think all they can really do is just dash after you. Yep. Oop, I don't want to take the fire with me. I didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
And let me just do a real quick courtyard check of how many of these guys should be coming after you at this point. 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. And then pulling back. This has gotten very complicated very fast. So here's 2 more individuals trailing behind, and then I have to copy over from courtyard. This is good escape music. All right. Behind are a number of bowmen.
Oh.
Oh no.
That are now piling in, and they have to make checks as well. Let me just do that. Where's my damn? Here we go. 1 save, fail, save. Okay. So one of them's been hurt, and the other 2 have gone by unscathed, and they're in the back there. And you just hear like a cacophony of like just yelling and screaming after you. All right, Alec. You see the horde of men behind y'all, rushing behind you. This is basically in real time. This looks like a chase.
Oh shit. I would. Sorry for the buzz beforehand. I'm trying to talk as little as possible, just to not that I know people. But I'm gonna try to move to the door, just to the door over here, and wait for everyone else to move in, and use my holded action to dash. Can I do that? Hold my action dash.
Dash is it's strange because movement is essentially an action for when it's on your turn, and then a dash is when it's a reaction, and then a dash is an action. So I think I'm just going to allow one movement on reactions.
I'm just gonna wait for everyone else to book it, then I'll book right behind them.
Okay, so your reaction is when everybody's through the place, then you'll go through the place.
Yeah.
Got it. Ostos.
I'm just gonna hold my action to hit the lever once everyone's through. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep on shouting out, "Come on, come on, come on, come on! I got the door!"
I will say it was something around between Alec and Ostos' turn that the slaves were, so they're going to pile through first. And then Ostos is going to hold your action to close the door once everybody's through.
Yep.
We're holding that. Jenny, what is your action? You have a veritable horde of basically the entire Crimson Talon gang. I think they're called Crimson Talons. Something Talon.
Red Talon, I think.
Red Talons, yeah. You have the entire Red Talon gang just trailing behind you.
It wasn't me. No. So I don't know if this is a bad idea. So BC's sitting on the big. Oh, what is it? It's not an quadlu. Is there enough room for 2 people?
I would say if I would say because it's a halfling, sure.
Cool. I'm gonna climb on top if I can. If that counts as my
Okay.
movement or an action, I don't know.
I would say it's your movement. It's kind of like getting out of prone. It's going to cost half your movement just to climb onto it.
Okay.
But then at that point, you've got, through Beastie, a shitload of movement, as long as you hang on.
Awesome. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, okay, Beastie, I'm ready. Oops.
Okay.
I went underneath
And
the monster.
hold on, pull yourself back out.
Oh,
Let me do something for you.
no worries.
Okay, try it again.
Boop. There we go. Thanks, Mom.
All right. Okay, so the two of you are on the back of the creature. Because of Boostie's prior animal handling check, I'm not going to require you to do that. It's effectively momentarily tamed. It's already trained, so it's not like this is a wild beast. And so you jump on back and share some space with Beastie.
Awesome.
And that's your action for the most part.
Yep. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You technically didn't spend an action; you just spent all your movement. So if you wanted to do an action, you still could.
Sure. I'm gonna shoot one of the guards and say, "Fuck you guys."
All right, go ahead and shoot. Once the creature gets moving, if the creature moved during a turn, I'm going to have disadvantage on checks because it's very difficult to be, like,
Gotcha.
Mongols spend their whole lives training to do that. So
Yeah.
that does not hit, however. Regardless, it bounces off a shield as they're kind of shield walling as they're running up. But you know what? You got a big old middle finger out for them. And
Yep.
that's what's important. Nadia?
Nadia is just going to get the fuck out. I mean,
All right. you
5,
get the
10,
fuck out.
15, 20, 25, 30,
trust your
35,
handle, your
40,
movement.
45,
Beastie?
50, 55, 60. There you go.
Awesome.
I'm going to. So can I cast a cantrip and have the probably move us?
Yeah, we're getting into like mounted interaction,
Yeah.
and what I'm going to say is I'm going to make a ruling right now, and if we ever want to do future combat on a mount, the rules might be different. But for right now, what I'll rule is that if you want to cast anything that requires a hit or 2 hit, then it's going to be a disadvantage. If it's a spell cast or a cantrip,
I was just gonna move my bonfire, so it doesn't do a 2-hit. It's just
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's-
gonna start
that's
the
a
bonfire
concentration.
here.
Yeah. You can move the bonfire out in front of them.
Yep.
I
Okay.
don't see why not.
I'm just gonna move the bonfire and then hip the Crodlu and book ass out here.
Oops.
Okay, I'll just move Jenny to.
I was
And leaving
gonna say,
Jenny
and
behind.
Jenny fell off.
There you go.
Slam that button.
All right, and you race out, and okay, that triggers 2 things. Alec, that triggers for you to run in,
Yep, just did.
and Ostos, that triggers for you to hit the button.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Now it takes a round for it to go down.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say the men that were wounded in the previous fire are going to hesitate. The men who weren't wounded are going to attempt to go through. And so I'm going to roll a few times. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 failures and a success. Sorry.
So that
that's
would be
not 4
6
of them.
damage this time.
Excellent. So 2 of them are damaged, and 1 of them is not as he rolls through. And they're going to get this far, and they're going to throw javelins before the door closes completely. And so, Alec, you're the only clear target because Ostos is on the side. So Alec is the clear target. They're going to throw 3 spears. 21 critical failure and 16.
21 hits.
Okay.
Just hits. Damn it.
And we'll do 7 damage.
Okay.
One is thrown into your shield. Let's say it shatters on your shield, and then another one just goes low and rattles at your feet. And they look like they're almost willing to squeeze through, but then they kind of look back and think maybe that isn't the best idea to be trapped in there with them without support. And so they see the wall come down, and and kind of yell obscenities, and that's it. We're gonna stop initiative here. They don't necessarily know where the stone is, so it could take them a while. I'm going to roll some investigations by them to tell you how quickly they potentially could be on your heels, or if they're even on your heels at all. Okay.
Please no, please no, please no.
Natural ones, guys. Natural ones.
Here comes some investigations. Fail, 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 fail. The thing is, it's dark back here, so investigations are actually disadvantaged.
Thank God.
So fail. One of them is a critical success, but then the disadvantage turned into a fail.
Oh my
Ooh.
So
Oh, thank God.
fail, fail, fail,
That's a lot of
Fail.
dudes.
fail, fail,
I got
fail, 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 success. So
Oh no.
it's a high DC. So actually, the idea is that you were meant to be putting a light to this, searching diligently, fighting back enemies. But because of Alex's interaction with the person who happened to be the source, you sped that up quite a bit. So good job on that.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
The
thank God.
number of failures would have given you minutes, based on at least a minute or two, to really dash the hell out of there. And so I'm turning off this crazy music because you are like a minute or two fully ahead of them, which is quite a lot of time to run.
Mhm.
So let me play some new music here. All right, and you come out basically through this this sort of kind of strange series of, or these strange winding tunnels lead you out near essentially the edge of the official quarter, in the back of some like merchant districts, or I should say, kind of between the coins and the official quarter. And I don't have a map for this. We're going to use Theater of the Mind. But that's essentially where you land out. Now we're closed in on 4. I think we should at least take a break and then talk about if we have more than just the standard 3 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Dodge was. There we go.
sure.
Perfect.
Okay. So you're effectively somewhere quite close to, if this was a Grigori's mansion, which I think that's what the indication is, then it kind of comes out over here.
Okay.
My token's too
And,
big, but
Yeah, it's fine. Here. And we'll just have Jenny represent the whole group because it's kind of unnecessary otherwise.
Lexi had to go.
Lex has to go.
Oh, she has to go? Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair
she
enough.
just
So
it, nah.
we will follow up 2 weeks from now. And but I
good.
think it's like, let's just go ahead and get those level 3s going.
Mhm.